beacon bright through the endless gloom. A blade of eternal light, cuts through the veil of night. For the kingdom, for the fight, we rise with the blade of eternal light. Winds our fears cross the shattered land. Demons tremble at the hero's stand. Through forest deep and mountains high, the fire within will never die. Ancient runes, they guide the way to the dawn of a brighter day. The blade of eternal light cuts through the veil of night. For the kingdom, for the fight, we rise with the blade of eternal light. Ancient runes, they guide the way to the dawn of a brighter day. The blade of eternal light cuts through the veil of night. For the kingdom, for the fight, we rise with the blade of eternal light. The blade of eternal light cuts through the veil of night. For the kingdom, for the fight, we rise with the blade of eternal light. Stone halls echo, shadows creep. Axes high, shadows deep. Steel meets bone, war drums pound. Banners torn, red skies weep. Marching forth, no time for sleep. Darkness reigns, we stand unbound. Axes high, shadows deep. Through the fire we shall reap. Victory calls, the earth will quake. Axes high, shadows deep. None shall rise when mountains break. Blood on steel, blades collide. Through the storm, dwarves abide. Minds of fire, forged in flame. Ravens cry, death's grim tide. Enemies fall, no place to hide. Legends carved in stone, a name, a name. Through the iron gates we stride. Fearless hearts with honor tied. Steel meets bone, war drums pound. Banners torn, red skies weep. Marching forth, no time for sleep. Darkness waves, we stand unbound. Axes high, shadows deep. Through the fire we shall reap. Victory calls, the earth will quake. Axes high, shadows deep. None shall rise when mountains break. Blood on steel, blades collide. Through the storm, dwarves abide. Minds of fire, forged in flame. Blame. Ravens cry, death's grim tide. Enemies fall, no place to hide. Legends carved in stone, our name, our name. Through the iron gate we stride. Fearless hearts Shadows rise across the sky. Iron wills never die. Banners wave, blood shriek and torn. A legend born, a world reborn. Blades collide, the heavens stream. Through fire and steel, we chase the dream. Wings of eternal flame, we soar. Through the storm, through the war, like the fires, break the chains. Forever bound by the dragon's veins. Mountains quake beneath our stride. Destinies clash, none can hide. An oath for fire, a vow of steel. The ancient rules, that truth revealed. Rivers of wrath, oceans of light. We rise to fight in endless night. Wings of eternal flame, we soar. Through the storm, through the war, like the fires, break the chains. Forever bound by the dragon's veins. Mountains quake beneath our stride. Destinies clash, none can hide. An oath for fire, a vow of steel. The ancient rules, that truth revealed. Rivers of wrath, oceans of light. We rise to fight in endless night. Wings of eternal flame, we soar. Through the storm, through the war, like the fires, break the chains. Forever bound by the dragon's veins.
What's up? How y'all doing? It's fucking Saturday. Yay! It's D&D day. Is it Saturday day yet? Yep, it sure is. How y'all doing? I'm EOD. I hang out with a bunch of my buddies and we drink beer and make asses of ourselves trying to play D&D on Saturday. So thank you for joining us for these shenanigans this evening. I do see Wrath Breeze hanging out with us, Jason Eager, and Average Debate Enjoyer is trying to fucking recruit me for a fucking debate show I don't want to do. And then Sniper Ice Shadow's hanging out. Thank you all so much for hanging out, man. It's good to see you. Cheers. So we have some good times in store for the party and for the audience tonight. If you're willing to stick around and see it, we shall see. But we're going to have a good time, and it's going to be great. So come on in, sit on down, and enjoy the show. That would be the ideal anyway. So I'll go ahead and jump in here, and we'll wait for the party to show up. But I have been building a lot of the story lately. And it's been a lot more work than I had ever thought that it would be, you know? Like, oh, you know, make a homebrew. It's nothing, man. Like, you just take a thing and turn it into a thing, and it becomes a thing, and then that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, yeah, theoretically, but when it comes down to it, trying to account for all the possibilities and ways that people might want to go, it gets a little difficult. Not to mention the fact that they may or may not be interested in one particular storyline or another, and maybe just want to invent their own silly little shenanigan thing. So I'm trying to be pretty open-minded about it. I had to throw a bunch of shit out and try to rewrite it in a more nebulous way. But I'm still trying to stick to the source material that I've already given to everybody. And I'm realizing that a lot of it extends out far into the Sword Coast, a lot further than Neverwinter. So that's going to make for some interesting storytelling and quest lines, I think. But oh shit, fire! All right, so we just got a $100 Cash App from Jason Eager. Thank you so much, dude. What? Wow, this is fucking awesome. You're fucking amazing, man. That's easily into the custom song territory for sure. And who just joined me on Discord here? That's Racecar. What's up, Racecar?
Oh, I feel like shit, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stick around tonight.
Are you kidding me? I'm sorry you feel like shit, man.
Yeah. It do be a thing, so.
I've been there before.
It doesn't know what it wants to do, and now it's like trying to warm back up.
Yeah,
I
that affects me too.
Above freezing in like 3 weeks, so cool.
Right. I think we're finally gonna get above a 20-degree low on Tuesday. I'm like, okay, great. I can stop dripping my faucets.
I want all the snow that's in my driveway to fuck off back to hell where it's supposed to go. And I have a lot of stuff to work on the race car, and I can't do it when it's fucking below freezing.
That's true. New phone, who dis? It's Heavyfisted. What's up, Heavyfisted?
Above ground, that's about it.
You know, I started using that on days that I feel like shit. Going to work and people are like, how you doing, man? I'm like, well, I'm above ground. It's all your fault.
Hey, man. You're forgetting the important part of it. It's not midnight yet. We'll see if that's a good thing.
I feel like that's a reference to something and I'm missing it. You turn into a werewolf at midnight if you're not above ground? I don't know.
Just things can get really bad.
Yeah. Well, riots especially. What's up, Abe Dingus? It's good to see you, man.
Oh, not too much. How about
Grandfather being a Marine also said, never make plans before 12 or after 12.
Yeah, well, I reckon. I hope nothing particularly terrible happens. You know, I am pleasantly surprised that my city has been reasonably quiet during all this ice bullshit. I don't know why, but they were awfully fucking vocal during the BLM bullshit.
Yeah, well, thank God.
Right.
Sorry about stepping on you, Abe. I didn't hear you until I tried mid-sentence.
You're all right. You're good. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Right on, man. I realized that it'd probably be a little bit late. That's okay. So I wanted to talk to everybody a little bit about like some stuff that I probably should know, but I don't know. Like what's in the bag of holding. But I guess we need Nate for that, or
You have to add
Abe for that.
in the bag of holding, then everything is in the bag of holding.
No, that is not how it works. No. Mm-mm. If we can't fucking figure it out to a reasonable degree, then nothing is in the bag of holding. That's how that works. But I know of a few things. And I realized like I have this page of notes on OneNote that's like stuff that was happening in Nomengard, and like I had intended to use OneNote to try to keep track of stuff, but there's a golden mushroom in there, and I think you guys ate that already.
Some off of it.
You slice some off of it, but it's still in there. Yeah, see, there's That's something that we know is in the bag of holding that we can agree on for sure. And then,
Bray's gear still in there?
is there a person? If there's a person still in there from the last time we talked about it, they're dead.
No.
They suffocated.
No, his gear.
Okay.
We gave everything except for, I think, the Dragon Slayer blade, because we weren't sure who it truly belonged to. All the personal effects we gave from Bo. We gave his illegitimate son.
Right. Okay. So yeah, Bray's gear is definitely still in there. Yeah. So that's like maybe some slightly buffed leather armor, and then a sword and a crossbow, I think.
This has an extra detachable penis in the bag of holding.
No, Colonel. No, there's no extra detachable penis in there.
No, I totally made that up. But I mean, what's better than having one detachable penis if you can have two and you can dual wield them?
You're starting to sound like a Minnesota anti-ice protester. You know, they were sticking dildos in the fence in between them and ice earlier today, or yesterday maybe.
Wow, that's a really effective way to protest.
Isn't it though?
Go outside and wave my dildo at you. In freezing weather. That'll show them. Oh fuck.
I know it.
At least they didn't show up to the protest armed. I mean, we've already seen how that is. The administration don't care for armed people.
The president does.
President, Bureau, DOJ, ATF.
Yeah. I don't know. You're gonna look at the Alex Bray shooting and tell me that that wasn't just a tragic accident.
Oh, it's a tragic accident. I thought that he was some kind of criminal last time.
He's definitely fighting with police, and he's definitely trying to interfere with federal police. And for that, he is a criminal. But he didn't deserve to be shot in the street. That's a tragic accident. I don't know, man. You either have...
Try not to have these discussions, because you already know that I have a long history of pointing out countless shit that law enforcement does, and nothing ever happens.
Yeah, no. All right. Well, I don't know. A bunch of people are getting deported. That's good. That should be. that's a positive note, right? I feel like the incidents of ice clashing with the public are calming down in the very least. That's a good thing. To whatever end. And as you say, we're all above ground, which is also good. Man.
We'll see. I'm just speaking for myself, so.
Hello.
Hello. All right, I think we got everybody now. Sweet.
I got absolutely shit rocked last night, and yet somehow there's a drink in my hand. It magically appeared.
Oh, how did that happen?
That's my favorite, like, oh man, it just magically just showed up. I don't know where it came from. It's just here.
Magical.
Now, is that the point where you stop drinking or you drink more?
Guess it just depends, eh?
Well, if it's there, it begs to be drunk. I mean, that's what a drink is, right? It's calling out. It says, drink me right now.
Put the picture of the side chat. My neighbor, next door neighbor, came over. He also drinks a lot of bourbon. And we both kind of get fucking shitty once in a while.
Very nice. The button is over there.
You get better caliber of neighbors. Mine shows up with the Jägermeister, and that's always a bad time.
Indeed. That's quite a spread, man. Old Rip Van Winkle shit fire. It's been a long time since I've seen that label. In 1792, that's a good one. Four Roses, hell yeah. Larceny, I've seen that out there. I'm not gonna ever drink it though. Good stuff. Four Roses is really good stuff. I like Four Roses. Oh, wait a minute. Make this go away. There you go. All right. Anyway, so one of the things that I wanted to ask everybody about was, what do you remember is in the bag of holding?
Sheesh.
Right? Yeah, I know.
There's healing pots. There was some extra gear, I think, of weapons that we had come across at some point. Just, stuff that could have been sold. And I don't remember what Abe's personal materials were.
Pretty sure there's at least 2 dead prostitutes in there.
Oh shit! Did we stick the gnomes in there?
No, but we did have the dragon heads in there, unless we left them in the king's court.
No, we took them to the
All right.
king's court.
Yes, you did.
So one day I did this little deep dive. It was just this like random 20-minute ADD fucking like driven. I wonder what. The whole idea of like, what happens if you put a body in a bag of holding? Well, most people know there's 10 minutes of air in a bag of holding, but then what? Right? It turns out that there are
Mummification?
in your body that you would still rot at a much slower rate. It turns out that there's bacteria that don't need oxygen to survive, and those cause you to rot.
Okay. Yep, that's nasty.
Dang.
Neat.
I have a list somewhere. I just can't remember where it is.
I was just thinking, like that was probably it's potentially going to become relevant. I'm saying.
Well, we know
Yeah,
there's a targeting rope that we picked up last session.
Mm.
The extension pole thing that locks into place.
Yep.
And the chime that unlocks, or the bell that unlocks doors. And hold on. See.
Wait, we picked up an immovable rod?
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Ah.
Oh yeah, we have because we were gonna use it as a stripper pole.
I don't
Oh, it's already
remember
been used as a
Yes.
stripper pole before.
That's true. I remember that. Yep, that's right.
That
think
is yes.
it might be on my other
We could
device,
use it as
the
a stripper
list.
pole.
And then dragon scales, dragon's heads that we dropped.
Yes.
Theoretically, you could use a immovable rod to climb literally anything.
Yep, pretty much.
It only goes 10 feet though.
Ninja warrior. You basically ninja warrior your way up.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, I reckon a monk could probably swing that.
I'm sorry, I think it'd just be a better use to put it up somebody's asshole and then extend it and put it, there you go.
In place.
That would
What do you see from up there?
inevitably impale them. Another thing I was thinking about was, I think we should probably transition to a new game session, just to isolate sort of resources and everything that are used to tell the story, right? Like the maps and the handouts and the character sheets and everything. Now, you guys should be able to do that relatively easily using the character manager in Roll20. So, like, when you visit Roll20 before you go into the game, up here at the top, there's home, play, shop, tools, and characters. If you look at all my characters underneath of that, it should show you the characters that you've already made. Doesn't matter that they belong to one game or another, they should all be listed there. And so you should also see like a plus sign next to each one of them to add to a game. So as long as you're part of a game, that's exactly as difficult as it is to transfer your character to a new game. Does that make sense? It should be pretty. But the point is, it should be pretty easy to migrate the characters over without having to remake them, right? So
Now, is it the characters or the accounts? Because what I'm seeing is pretty much the accounts and not the characters.
it should be the characters. I have 3 characters on my account.
I can share my screen. Hang on.
I was trying to show it on the stream, but
Share my screen. Do that one. All right. You see it?
yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Okay.
Watch
so
your
we've got
broadcast.
characters up here. And you can see your characters down here.
Well, yeah, I know
Oh,
where my
just click
characters are. Yeah.
All you do is click transfer to game.
Right.
So that's when we make a new game. That should be as hard as it is to transfer them.
All right.
Instructions unclear. Penis stuck in toaster.
No, don't do that.
No, instruction says plug in.
Okay. So here's what I got for the bag of holding. Bray's gear, which is we're gonna say like +1 leather armor, a steel sword, and did he have a shield or did he have 2 swords? I can't remember.
Well, he had the didn't he have one of the Dragon Slayer?
I don't think so. Did he? I thought he left before that.
Got that far.
Yeah. He went with us to Gold Toe Mine, right?
Well,
And-
he got kidnapped outside of the Big Boy's farm.
Right. Big Al Franken farm.
Right. I'm pretty sure we had the dragon weapons by then.
Well, all right. The
Because,
Dragon Slayer Steel Sword.
The wizard that turned on us hadn't gotten a dragon weapon yet because he wasn't with us when we got him.
Well, the wizard guy. Yeah.
Clown Penis's first character.
Right. He met us at the Gold Toe Mine. So we must have got those weapons right before we went to the mine. I guess so. All right.
I could be wrong, but that's what I thought. But
Yeah. No, that makes sense. It all tracks. Okay, so we had the sword, and then, I guess we'll say he had a small shield as well.
because it was kind of a question in the back of my mind is in why hasn't Dink been using for his dual wield the 2 Dragon Slayer swords?
It's a great question. I don't know.
Goodness sakes.
Dink could have been Dink could have been OP this whole time.
I mean, to be
And
fair,
Bober's, what did he have? He had a sword.
well, you gave no,
He had a great axe.
he had a great axe,
That's what it was.
and you gave all of his,
A great axe.
you gave all of his personal possessions to his son, like you said.
Yep.
But we didn't give him the great axe.
What do you mean you didn't give him the great axe?
Because we didn't know if we were going to have to return him at the time.
I do not recall
That
this.
question was asked.
I do not recall this. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen because I'm usually a little bit tipsy.
Well, I mean, if we gave him the great axe, so what? Okay, I'm just saying.
All right, bring spares. That was a silly decision. I shouldn't have given you all fucking Dragon Slayer weapons. That was dumb. But it's too late now. All of them are in the play. So the Dragon Slayer Great Axe is in the bag of holding. All right. So I have Bray's gear, which is +1 leather armor, Dragon Slayer steel sword, and a small shield. We have healing pots. I don't know what you mean by that. You mean potions? A couple of healing potions, probably. What? Half a dozen, let's say, at least. Okay. And then are the gnome sluts in the bag? Did we stick them in the bag? I cannot remember. No, okay. Thank God.
I was just fucking around.
Now, what was in the...
There's not snow on the side of the roads. There's not snow only where there's...
Now, what was in the satchel from, or rather the bag of holding from the gnome area, was the golden mushroom that had some slices off of it, and also the charcoal rubbings from the spell book that we could get turned into spells later.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay, hold on.
Get it out of me while you can, because when my new character comes along, I'm senile as fuck, and y'all ain't going. I ain't going to know nothing.
Okay.
Anybody smell burnt rhubarbs?
Back in my day.
well, Oh, there it is.
Whichever way you're facing is north.
There it is, there it is, there it is. Okay, burning hands, detect magic, identify mage armor, magic missile, shield, and sleep. Fuck. Okay.
What if he wants to cast non-magic missile?
What if he just wants to, launch a scud?
Well, I mean, I do have a gauntlets of orcish strength or something like that. I guess I could chunk some poles at people. I mean,
Good. Could throw all kinds of things at people, to be fair. Could frisbee some tables.
yeah, it's kind of sad we haven't had a barbarian that could literally beat people to death with tables, improv weapons.
I mean, we could find an item that makes me that strong,
Well, you're paladin, you're not that far off, honestly. Yeah.
I mean, I can smite the shit out of people, that's for sure.
Right?
Especially taking the Oath of Vengeance, so,
Okay.
So if Remy had died, could you turn him into a clanker?
Well,
Body,
turn him into a clinker, huh?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
kind of toss torch IPA.
couldn't an artificer, take the essence of the person and make them into... like a golem or something.
I mean,
That is a clanker?
Technically,
Perhaps.
you're dead. No, because Artificer doesn't get access to like Revivify or something like that. Or
Ah,
Well, I could, you know,
That sounds like a team effort.
that is a team effort. I heard it.
I think we already had a team effort last session, so let's hold off on a couple of those until later.
Yeah, you guys teamed up to fucking
Save.
torment me with my dick.
I mean, you kind of earned that, didn't you?
No, it was an accident. I swear.
Of course.
Sure. Sure.
800 gold accident.
Well, that's why Carlos is gonna work off his debt by taking by running the brewery. And in this place, Dudelig will commence forth with some badassery of his own doing, without any detachable penises.
Every time I hear dude, like, I want to say these nuts.
All right. So as I recall, and I'm having a hard time remembering why there's an 800 gold debt, but
Because of the prostitute old boy killed.
oh shit, fire.
Y'all didn't have to pay it either. I mean,
Right.
that like I wasn't part of that decision making.
That was at the Moonstone Mask. Yeah.
Yes.
Which I have been playing Neverwinter Nights. I actually went and bought Neverwinter Nights on GOG for like $7 last week. That was fucking awesome because I actually went to the Neverwinter Nights Moonstone Mask and I confirmed it is indeed a whorehouse.
Part of the reason we paid, we were doing the right thing, and also, you never know whose favorite plaything you broke might come looking.
Indeed.
High-end whorehouses tend to have patrons that have their playthings that if you break them, they're not happy.
This is very true. Oh shit, fair. Okay. So, I gotta tell you, man. I was trying to share my screen. I don't think it was working. Did you guys see what was on my screen?
yeah,
I didn't.
Okay, I'll just put this in here. This is what I have for the list of what's in the bag of holding, into the side chat there. If there's anything missing or anything, you know, speak now, forever hold your peace. And as I recall, Dudelig offered you guys a place to stay for the evening in his inn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
So that's kind of Dudelig's way of buying his way into the party and being like, oh yeah, hey, help yourself, you know, and then totally not like trying to be very actual roguelike. He's a genuinely good person.
All right then.
And I sounded really facetious when I said it like that. That's just me being sick.
I was gonna say it sounds like it's gonna take some more convincing than that. I think, but
Well, I mean, to be fair, the last time I played him, the party lost all faith and trust in him because he would disappear during combat, and he had to explain that like bodies were just magically, or like, you know, anytime we go into combat, you know, that like, yeah, hey, you know those targets that would just like randomly just like drop dead out of nowhere? Yeah, that was me. I didn't bail on anybody. It's just like
Doing your thing and being sneaky. Yeah.
yes.
No shit.
Underestimate the sneakiness.
That was a great campaign though. I miss playing with those guys. That was a COVID thing, and then the world turned back on, and we all had to go back to work and do adult things, and
It
couldn't
happens.
just stay home and get on the computer and play make believe anymore. But we were
No,
also
what?
spread across like continents.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. And to also include California.
Well, it should be its own continent. I mean, by all rights, California should have slopped off into the Pacific Ocean like
I
20 years ago, right?
California to become a pineapple under the sea.
Under the sea, under the sea. Yeah. All right. That's my childhood coming through. We actually watched The Little Mermaid. Okay, don't tell anybody that. I didn't say that. That wasn't on the internet for hundreds of millions of people to see.
Okay, so don't tell anybody else on the internet that when EOD was a child, he wanted to be a little mermaid.
I didn't say that.
Got it.
Wow.
That's what I heard.
For
That's
shit
definitely
sake.
what I heard, but EOD told us not to tell anybody.
Look, man, there's some really good music in that fucking cartoon. Okay, I don't want to hear it. All right, anyway, where we last left our intrepid adventurers, they had arrived in Neverwinter and gone to a random hotel where there was some crazy weird ghouls falling through the middle of the floor. Then they were called to the court of the king and rewarded for their efforts in Phandalin, where they saved the populace from not one but two dragons, as well as perhaps a band of ogres or orcs who might have descended upon the town. And in those discussions, they found something strange about the king. But barring further investigation, there's nothing more to discover. As they venture out into the town, Abe Dinkus is rewarded with a new set of armor and a new set of skills. And Magnus returns his prisoner into the rightful custody of the Hammers of Tempest. And then, you know, predictably, Carlos Spicy-Weiner lost his wiener at the whorehouse, which cost apparently 800 gold in order to get back. And for the whores to keep their mouths shut.
Sensation.
Yes. And so the adventurers find themselves at the establishment of one of Carlos Spicy-Weiner's close comrades, Dudelig Trollhammerin. I'm still struggling how to say that one. But in the late evening, they rendezvoused with Dudelig and retold the stories. Dudelig offered his services as an innkeep, and it is now
I was muted that whole time.
sunrise as our adventurers wake and come downstairs into the dining room. What are you trying to say, Carlos?
I told my coworkers about the whole losing his penis in the brothel, and because I've got a couple coworkers that like oddly shockingly like caught me off guard that I didn't expect them to play D&D.
Yeah.
And
You work in a parts department. That should be shocking.
actually, it's one of the guys from sales, and then like we have like this like the biggest, most like manliest bald guy in service, and he was like the last person that like he's like super into like hardcore metal and everything, and I was like, oh, and he's all like, yeah, I got a barbarian like dual class character, and like his bard has a lisp, and then people make fun of him, and then he turns into the barbarian and like just wrecks shit. I'm like, that's pretty fucking funny.
Dude, when I started playing Neverwinter Nights, I was like, what am I gonna be? I'm gonna be a fucking barbarian. Fuck it. I just want to get to know the game.
Spicy-Weiner.
No, I wanted to be a barbarian, dude. I became a half-orc barbarian, and I bought a battle axe, and like I have been fucking mowing motherfuckers down like a goddamn lawnmower. It's ridiculous. I got cleave, I got my battle axe. I'm just fucking whacking sons of bitches left and right. I fucking killed 24 people in my last session. I played for like 20 minutes, like one hitting motherfuckers. It's great.
I don't think in any of the D&D based video games that you have the option of having a detachable lightning shooting penis as an option for a weapon.
That's true.
I ever wonder if
They
you're
like
running
that.
your own server, you can actually custom make it.
I mean,
Well, that's interesting.
yeah, that's possible. You could definitely modify, add that as a mod.
It's nice, yeah. I was thinking about that. I was playing it today, and I was like, how could we turn our fucking campaign into a mod for this game? That would be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty fucking hilarious.
I'm sure it's possible.
I'm honestly surprised that Heavy and Dink didn't decide to just throw Carlos's penis in the bag of holding and be like, he's not getting this back.
I mean, we could have thrown it in the ocean. We could have put it on one of the trade ships and let it sail off around, the world. And also for any viewers, both Magnus and Dink has come to realize that their orders are pretty much they haven't been told things that have been occurring, not only the king, so they're pretty much clueless and don't seem too concerned about it.
True. Almost like they're getting some kind of kickbacks from the crown.
So the corruption runs deeper than we know. Oh my goodness.
And who was the fat slob that came in and was trying to start shit in here earlier?
Oh yeah. Guy who worked for the government.
Yeah, he's still on here. Well, I'm gonna figure out what his name is.
I don't remember his name, but
It's hold on. Yes, I
definitely in the Baron von Epstein files, though. There's no way with the personality of that guy. Nah, he's definitely in those files.
True.
It was undoubtedly Fakub Gay. Yes, the chief bailiff to Wall Timms.
Yes.
Wim Talls.
Wall Timms. Wim Talls. Zolly Tampon Boy. Yeah. Him. To fire his Wim Talls. But yes, it was Fakub Gay, the chief bailiff to the magistrate of the Cleft district. Yes.
Yeah, that guy was a piece of work.
Magnus goes up to the bar, hollers for Dudlik.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Well, you seem to know Neverwinter pretty well. Where can we trade in these, well, at least I want to find somebody, a jeweler or somebody to turn this into actual gold. I pull out the metal given to me yesterday and drops it on the counter.
Just
Yes. Now I need to find the image of the map that where is it at?
I'm gonna send it to you again.
Yeah, the map of Neverwinter.
Which place would be better, the harbor or
They're in your handouts.
over by the?
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what. Since we're concerned about it, let's just do this.
Oh, there we go. I mean, if you want a good quality necklace or whatever made out of it, I would definitely look towards the more richer neighborhoods. Some of the folks around the harbor are a little shady. I would just be weary of that.
It's over by the Black Lake District.
Yeah, up here for sure. Or
Alrighty, thanks.
yeah. Okay. Doot.
Oh, fuck! I'm really getting tired of all this coughing.
Hear that?
These cough drops aren't doing dick.
I gotta get you some of that fucking CBD action, man. Okay.
Magnus makes his way
That's
over to
exactly
this.
what I need. A freaking Delta 8 gummy, and then I'll just be like fucking baked out of my mind.
Okay.
And then I'll forget where the fuck I'm even at in like 30 minutes.
Magnus goes over to the loot by the fireplace, picks it up, comes back to the group, hops up on a table, and starts doing a little jig and sings everybody's favorite dwarven song. Anybody want to cue it up?
Oh,
I am a dwarf and a
digging a hole.
Digging a hole.
Dig in the hole.
Dear Lord.
And giving everybody their inspiring leadership, adding 11 to everybody's hit points.
Oh yeah, and definitely get a long rest if you haven't yet, for sure. I don't know what good that's gonna do in everybody, but
Oh, what does that add to the HP?
11.
nice.
Damn, that's crazy. Like I look over and I'm like, hell yeah, dude like has 63 hit points. He is not as squishy as Carlos.
Holy shit.
You off to shops then? Is that what's happening?
Well, I mean, if you guys want to go and head out and do that, I will get Carlos spun up on this since, as per the agreement, that he owes you a lofty sum for a rather, how do I want to word this? Just a rare artifact of piece of equipment that I'm sure he is grateful to have back in his hands or his pants. I suppose.
Dink and Doodlet, can I get your max health at the current point?
Mine is
Mine
85
is a
after
yeah,
your
mine's
buff.
Yeah, Dulig's
That Doodlet.
at 63 is what it should be. I can't get it to display.
now with the buff.
Thank you very much.
I don't know why. It should be totally visible. I fart in your general direction. Alright, whatever. Okay. So Carlos, I guess I'm supposed to be playing Carlos. Carlos would be...
It's an NPC now.
yeah.
Your problem.
Okay. Carlos perks up at the mention of his wiener and he says, "Ah, you have my wiener. You know where it is. Help me find it, please."
No, we gave it to him.
Oh, you gave it to him. Okay.
Because they kept stomping on it and shit, like on the way back.
Yeah, we gave it back to him. It's flat and looks kind of like a boomerang. It's broke off to one side.
I remember now. Yes. All right. Okay. All right. So Carlos is walking a little funny, and he seems particularly tender. He says, I might have been better off just not having it anymore. Woe is me.
You.
Since you've got a place of residence now, a place of work, you might want to hang it on the wall until you need it again.
It's not a terrible idea. Maybe the gravity will help it inflate. I don't know. So he walks over to the wall, fucking pulls it off, and tink 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 tink. Nails it up on the fucking pillar. He's like, "This is mine now. It's mine, dude. I got this. Don't worry about it." He goes in the back and starts brewing up a beer. He's grabbing fish and mushrooms and cheese, and he runs over here and grabs some chili peppers, throws all that into a fucking mug and starts brewing it. It's like, "I'm making beer." It's not a mug. It's a big brewing jar, like a 6 or 7 gallon jar, and he's gonna stick it onto the into a pot and boil it. That's what he's doing. He's working on a new beer. All right.
Hey, dude, look.
Yes.
You know Carlos pretty well, right?
Yeah, we grew up together, and then kind of we went our separate ways, after completing primary school. We were catching up, and he was screaming in agony. I'm assuming that's what you guys were abusing, his poor member.
I wouldn't say abusing, stomping, using a hammer, throwing. I mean, could have been worse.
Let's put the shoe on the other foot here. I don't think you want.
I don't run around sticking my things in holes that don't belong. So yeah, wouldn't work.
Well, that.
But
that
you know,
may be true, but
the questions I've got is, what the hell is TP? And how many times was he dropped as a child?
Indeed. So, Magnus,
do you
I don't
even
remember?
know what TP is.
Do you remember when we first got to town?
Yes.
There was that woman in that first bar we were at. She made note of, what was it, the Hall of Wisdom or the Hall of Knowledge? I can't remember which. She said that there's comings and goings there that are connected to our prior missions. That there seems to be some kind of seedy action all day and night happening there.
The Hall of Wisdom. Isn't that where your order is?
Wait, no, the Hall of Knowledge is where records are kept, particularly legal records as well as historical documents, and then the Hall of Justice is where the Brotherhood of the Gauntlet has an attaché. Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember. There's so many gilded friggin'
It's all right.
locations around here that absolutely do nothing, it seems. So sorry about that. I wasn't trying to impugn your character. I was just wondering.
I would be just as worried if that were the case. I think maybe we should look into it if we have time while we're here in Neverwinter.
You'll have to lead the way. I was escorting a prisoner at that time, so I know little to nothing about it.
I forgot that you weren't around for that conversation. She was quite a wild thing.
Wild thing.
I think.
What's
You make my heart sing.
No, I believe she was well, one was a barmaid and the other was an elven woman who was being harassed by some goofy pirate-looking man, and I lent her aid to get him to leave her alone, and so I was given information for that.
Well, I'm down for getting out of this town sooner than later. Or getting something done, so lead the way, my friend.
Now you all understand why I have set my fine establishment up in this district.
I see.
I've got an old friend over in the Black Lake district. I might bump into him while I'm in the area.
I would say,
We'll
I guess,
see.
Dudlik, what do you know of, I don't know, seedy, not-so-good actions being taken in the hall I've spoken of?
I feel like that's something that I feel like EOD should
I'm thinking.
DM, so I know what kind of stuff that I've learned from our loose-lipped friend that comes in and totally isn't like a corrupt piece of shit.
All right, hold on. There you are. All right.
Magnus hollers over to Remmy. Why don't you come and join us over here at the bar? How are you doing today after your chance encounter with death yesterday?
Oh, I think I might need to take it easy for a little bit.
Are you retiring early, Remy? Is that what you're trying to say to us?
I mean, I damn near drowned.
But you didn't.
You're right, I didn't.
You're welcome.
Magnus looks down at his armor and goes, hell, haven't we all had an opportunity where chance that we would drown? It's not like we're walking around with 75 pounds on us.
That's also fair. Walking anchors we are. If Dudelig has information for us, that would be helpful, and then we can go.
Yeah, give me a second. I got to blow my nose real quick.
Go and start digging into this place. Maybe we can root out the rotten underbelly. Knowing us, that means we might have to overthrow, which could get a little chaotic.
Well, from what I've been able to overhear from that gloating moron that doesn't really fall too far from out of the retard tree, there's been hundreds of thousands of gold that's been circulating through the Cleft district, but none of it seems to be going to any of the common folk.
Yeah, I figured some of it's got to be to pay off people. And trinkets like this, he picks the Magnus picks up the award off the bar counter, shoves it in his bag.
And yet our magistrate, Wim Talls, just always seems to be adorned in the finest quality of silks and,
Heard he's kind of a fucking
it's
retard.
Oddly suspicious.
So, what action?
But I was closing up shop a few weeks ago, and I did notice him going into the House of Knowledge at a very strange hour. I didn't say anything to him, you know, as to it was none of my business, but you know, I just kind of it doesn't pass the sniff test.
I see. Well, I would ask you, Dudelig, where should we look first? Where should we go first in this vile situation?
Well, I mean, it stands to reason you to go investigate the Cleft District, or you go investigate the House of Knowledge.
Yeah, what EOD said.
I mean, if that's the case, if it's just one or the other, we could flip a freaking coin for it. Where'd you say your friend lives, Magnus? Maybe he might know something.
He wouldn't be involved. He's a crafter of wood and too old to be involved.
You know, and
I see.
strangely enough, I've also noticed some quality leering centers popping up. I don't know what the
So,
fuck leering is, or how something of that could be of any quality.
I've heard of something like
But
that
there's a lot of
before. It was
suspicious activity going on, and I would definitely it
Hey, Remmy,
might
did he give you?
little attention, like lesser attention if we check out the Cleft District.
Hey, Remy, didn't the fat fuck give you some information about leering centers?
Yeah, he did. Trying to remember. 'Cause, yeah, I need to get my kid into one of them learning centers.
Yeah, he give you a brochure that directs you towards the Cleft District, and there are several locations marked on the map within the Cleft District that are apparently high-quality learning centers.
And I mean, if he has a brochure, Remy will slap the brochure down on the table. Yeah, we can head down. We can head on down there. Cause I gotta figure something out. If we're gonna be running around all over the place, I can figure out something to do with Smith and Wesson. They gotta be somewhere during the day.
Yeah, and his interest in these learning centers would be a kind of a way in with to see actually what's going on. So.
yeah, how well did they take to paladins walking through the cleft? That is a question.
That's a good question.
I need a good cloak to cover this armor. Suppose we can hit some shops along the way, and you needed to stop at a shop, did you not? Magnus?
Nah, this is just an acquaintance that I've known. If I don't see him, he'll be all right. We need to get this sorted out before it goes on too long, I would say.
Yeah.
And plus, my friend, like I said, he's old. He's more than a bit senile, so he might not even remember his name.
Well, I guess we could just head to the cleft then.
Sounds good to me. But before we hit the road, why do it without a drink?
Sure. Dudelik, we need a round.
My finest beer. I have my finest beer that is in season this time of year. It's one of my personal favorites. It's won many awards at some brewing competitions.
Interesting.
Dudelik comes back to the bar with a round of a beer called Alpenglow.
Nice.
Interesting.
It's actually the name of my favorite beer in real life. Who'd have thought?
I take a swig.
I swear to all the gods, if this shit tastes like pine cones, I'm out.
Oops.
Oh no! This is a German. Weizenbach. It's very,
Tastes like light and clouds.
It's it's a good. It's a wheat beer, very dark and kind of caramely colored. Some nodes of bubblegum and clove and banana are in there. Oftentimes has been praised as being described as one of the nectars of the gods.
Magnus just slams it
Sounds
back
delicious.
and slams the mug down. Gets up from the bar. Well, I'm ready for the day.
Let's go.
Be careful doing that. A couple of those, and you go to stand up, and you're gonna wonder why your legs are made of jello.
Jello, you said.
This one's a nice fine 8.7%.
That tastes like the weak shit that we dwarves will literally leave the tit for unhappily, but hey. Tastes alright.
Well, come back in a couple months. I've got something aging in some bourbon barrels that might tickle your fancy.
Hey, you're speaking my language.
I'm estimating it to be something around the 13.5 to 14% ABV.
So, Diddling, you want to join us?
With Carlos maintaining the establishment, I don't see why not.
He says, "Hey man, I got this, boss. Don't worry about it." And you smell what seems to smell like very piney, weird kind of scents coming out of there. It's like a hot beer smell, but it's not good.
Oh, that's just my double habanero, double IPA recipe.
Damn, barefoot in the kitchen. Something I never thought I'd see Carlos.
Okay.
with his dick pinned to the wall.
I was gonna say we didn't ask him any questions, so.
Oh my goodness sakes! I'm sorry. I ran into the storage limit on Roll20, and I realized my fucking subscription ran out. I'm trying to buy it right now. I have to add a picture. Okay. Oh, get my wallet and shit.
Carlos's wiener.
You know what? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that later. Fuck it. So then instead, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna just have to share my screen with you guys. Okay. So, all right. Right. Where? Yeah, you're over there. All right. So you leave the bar. There we go. Leave the bar. And you're headed to the Cleft District, which is the Chasm District, is what the module calls it. But I've been calling it the Cleft District, so that's what we're going to call it. This is where, when Mount Hotnell erupted, it carved a huge chunk out of the earth through here. And it digs down probably, 150, 200 feet. And to make this massive ravine here. So the map doesn't represent it super well, but that's where you're headed. So, yeah, and it created a tent city eventually, yes, because of the disaster. It affected the entire surrounding area, right? So there are refugees pouring in from all over the Sword Coast, which is part of the reason for the controversy. That's why the government actually, authorized to take Lord Neverember's money and put it towards, restoring the cities because of this huge eruption that happened. So as you guys travel through the town, you notice a general sense of a little bit of attention and, distrust of authority, right? Everybody's sort of talking about it. You hear murmurs here and there. Those fucking worthless bastards and up in the castle, they don't care about us. They don't know what we're going through, this, that, and the other thing. And it gets worse and worse and worse as you approach what is ostensibly a tent city, yes. And it is covered with people who appear to not be from Neverwinter. A lot of it is people who are from other regions within the Sword Coast. There's dwarves, there's elves, there's drow, there's goblins, and they're all gathered in squalor and living in, mud streets. And along this cleft that's 150, 250 feet deep, down at the bottom is a little bit of water, and it's very muddy and mucky. And the cliff is wet as it goes up. And along the cliffside are houses that are built. I feel like I've described this before, but I'm going to do it again anyway. So I'm going to share this with you. This is the visual aid I have. Oh, well, that didn't work. Hold on. Let me try again. I think it's this one. No. No, that's not it. Why? Okay, one more time. Here we go. That's the image. I'm sorry. This should not be this pain in the ass, but it is right now. Right there. There we go. There. That's it. Okay, so you see these shacks and houses sort of built into the cliffside, hanging onto the side of the cliff. There's walkways that sort of tie them all together. Okay, so this is the state of things within the cleft. And people are making these houses out of like driftwood and spare materials from broken houses from the cataclysm, which happened again 10, 15 years ago. So the city has been progressively getting better over time all over, except for this district. This district continues to suffer, and it continues to be ignored by all the resources which are being spent. And again, I think I highlighted this before. There's an effort to fill the cleft and get it back to where it was, and it's making slow, simple progress, but not a lot. And so as you walk into this district, you see that there's a series of buildings that are called leering centers. Not learning centers, leering centers. And you walk amongst the catwalks up and down the cliffs, talking to people, asking them, tell us about Wim Talls. What do you know? Where can we find him? Where is his office? People tell you he's a terrible man. He does nothing to help us. He sits on his high horse and speaks ill of the poor folk of this town, and we all suffer for it. He lives in a townhouse on the edge of the cleft, just here.
What you're saying is he's a retard.
Yes, and he's so retarded. He wanted us to put tampons in the boys' bathroom in the leering centers. It's ridiculous. Just like that one there. And he points to a nearby building, and on the sign over the door it says leering center. 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Fourth wall break.
What do you guys reckon happens in that building?
Update your subscription. I just sent you some for, so you can subscribe.
Oh, thank you, dude. Okay. I was gonna have to go get my stuff. I don't want to fucking do it.
I think you just have to apply it.
Oh, fuck.
That should get you by a few months.
All right, thank you. You're fucking awesome. Thank you. Cheers.
No problem, man. Thanks for hosting.
Right now. All right, so now I can upload that image that I just showed you.
What do you suppose is in these leering centers here, gentlemen? Should we ask?
There's no telling. Like, from what I've heard, they're supposed to be daycare centers, but nobody's seen any children going in and out of these buildings, and it's strange that there's so many of them, and yet no children to be found whatsoever.
And as
why do you look like Carlos?
As he's, I'm sorry, I gotta fix that. As he's saying this, an old hag.
Why do I look like?
An old hag comes up from the side, and it comes over to you and says, "I've seen those learning centers. There's nothing good in there. There's no children going in there. 11 to 3. Are you kidding? I work till 7 at night. These fuckers. They're stealing our money. They are." There you
So
go.
they're like the rest of your incompetent government, it seems.
Aye, as you say, as you say.
Let me ask, old miss, what do you get for the tax money you pay for living in this cleft?
Not a bloody thing when you know it. These fuckers will have us live in squalor until the end of our days. We'll never make it out of here. We'll never make it out of here alive. Not I, at least. Not I.
Interesting.
These fucking pricks. And she walks off.
Magnus hollers at her. You know, the less you have, the less it takes to move, and maybe it might be behoove you to find other places. I traveled this world, and I've seen much better locations. Like, there's a town called Vandalin south of here. That may be more your liking.
Oh, if only I had the wherewithal, Master Dwarf, with your fancy armor and whatnot. If I could, I'd move over there to Black Lake. Why wouldn't I just do that? But by God, I don't have the money, and I don't have the back. Here I'll be, and here I'll lay, among the squalor. She walks on.
If you want to reside yourself to it, then so be it. I'm not going to talk you out of it. But bare feet move across soil just as well as armored feet or shoes. And since you have so little, it's easy to move. Trust me, I've been there.
Aye. She waves you off and continues on.
Any dragons between here and Vandalin anymore, at least.
Well, shall we talk amongst the rabble, or should we go demand answers from Wimtalls?
Hold on. I mean, we should at least see if these luring centers are real.
Well, that's a fair
Like I said, I
estimation.
gotta find something to do with my kids.
Well, let's do it.
And
Let's-
you know, maybe that's our way in, right? Like, I have a legitimate need for something to do with Smith and Wesson during the day.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, Judlik, why don't you show us where the nearest leering center is, and we will ask them if they have openings.
I mean, that lady pointed at that one over there.
I mean,
There's one right across the street from you.
over the place. You can't miss them.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
Remy will walk over to the one that the lady pointed at.
All right.
Knock
on the
open
door.
up.
Okay, so you walk over to it. You knock on the door, and there's no immediate answer. So what do you want to do? You want to knock harder, or you want to walk away?
He's gonna knock harder.
Okay. So you knock harder. You're banging on the door at this point. Somebody comes to the door and then opens a little eye slit and says, "No, No kids till 3 p.m. And then he slams the icelet shut.
Hey, look, I just need some information. I got 2 kids that I'm trying to get enrolled into a quality luring center.
He slides the icelet opening and says, "You got kids?"
I do. I got 2 of them. Their name is Smith and Wesson.
2 kids, $20 each. He says,
Wait, per day?
per hour.
Word.
Wait, hold on. What am I getting for this 20? What are these dollars exactly?
Don't ask questions. He slams the fucking icelet shut.
Sounds like he doesn't want to take any kids to me.
It
The old
also
lady
sounds
said
like
she's
he has
never
a very
seen.
poor sense of awareness for the economy.
Indeed. And I dare say, that old lady did say she's never seen any children come or go from this building.
Is there another one around here that we can go knock on?
Yes, I think we should.
Sure. You start walking down the street a little ways. Well, I should say you start walking down the catwalk a little ways. Up, down, along the side of this cliff. You come up to the edge of the cliff onto one of the ridges. It's a very muddy road. It's 4 or 5 buildings there. The third one down on your right. Sign says Leering Center. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m.
Well, gonna
knock
vigorously
on the
knock
door.
on the door.
Okay. So you want to knock on the door. There's no answer. You want to knock harder or you want to walk away?
The sign says it's only open for 1 hour.
That's what the sign says.
Apparently.
I'm gonna knock
Well,
really
those-
hard.
Yeah, he'll knock harder.
Okay.
For those hours and those prices, it's definitely government work or a whorehouse. But hey,
There's hardly a difference in between when you really think about it. All right, so bang on it, and there's no answer. There doesn't seem to be anybody in the building at all.
Interesting.
Is the door open?
Mm-mm. It is locked.
Fuck, I don't know if I have a lockpicking kit.
I
They-
do.
You can try to pick it.
Trust me, I could pick it. Is that what we want to do?
I mean, it's that, or we walk around here all day banging on doors.
Somebody has to tell me that this is for
Doesn't
justice,
seem
for the
like we're
greater
getting
good.
anywhere with just knocking on the doors. So I mean,
I mean,
don't
we
think
Somebody
can
has
try
to tell
one of
me
those
that
doors
it's-
to just
if y'all want.
Somebody has to tell me that it's just for me to pick this lock.
I mean,
so
if you don't want to pick it, I'll do it.
if we want to walk around banging on doors all day, maybe we should check out that Hall of Wisdom or Intellect or Records or whatever the hell they were talking about.
Does that sleight of hand work to pick the lock?
Yes. Okay. So you enter your lockpicking tools into the lock. You start tooling around with it. And as you're lifting and whatever the other one is, pivoting, then one of them breaks, and you realize
Lets out a moan.
the door lets out a glow of magical energy. It is magically locked.
This door is magically locked, gentlemen. It is not just a mechanical lock.
Yes.
Now, why the fuck would you need to magically lock the door to a luring center?
Right as you ask that, a gnome walks by, and he says, "Oh, gentlemen, are you trying to break a magical lock, are you? Well, I just so happen to have exactly what you need." And he opens up his waistcoat, and inside are these magical lockpicks.
I'll just give you five gold if you just open the door for us.
Well, you know, I know what's in there, and you don't. Perhaps it's worth more than 5 gold. And he closes his breastplate.
I mean, government corruption.
I don't
I
like
don't
the
know. Is that
smell
worth
of
paying
this.
5 gold for? Or more than 5 gold for?
Dear friend, if you know what's going on in there is wrong and you have not reported it, what does that make you?
Well, I suppose it makes me a little bit of an accomplice, but you'd have to catch me first. He starts to move away from you a little bit.
Remy pulls back the hammer on the pillar.
All right. I'll tell you what. If you promise me and my brethren here and this here cleft that you will try to do something to get us better than what we're getting, then I'll help you.
I mean, that might depend on what you're getting.
We're getting nothing. Master Elf. We're getting shit on. While the people up there in Black Lake are living high on the hog, we're getting shit on. And it's garbage.
I can
They're funneling in these immigrants and
promise.
well, yeah.
I can solemnly promise you that it is our highest goal to end any corruption in this city and bring back justice to the people.
You know what they're doing? They're funneling in these immigrants and they're putting them all down here. And they're all dragging us down with them. And it's making us all worse. If we could put a stop to the corruption, then we'll all rise up.
Sure reminds me very much of a neighborhood that I saw one time in this city called Snowgadishu. It was called Cedar Riverside. It's very much reminds me of that.
I see.
Hmm,
Very
interesting.
Well, you know what they do in there is they bring the gold from the castle and they bring it to these layering centers. And from here, it goes all manner of places beyond the city and throughout. And nary a penny comes to us. Nary a penny. That's what's in there. That's what you'll find. Is the king's gold.
What do you estimate the city's getting in return for that?
Confirming that there's government corruption going on.
That's exactly what I'm doing. And you know it.
If you're telling us there's gold in there, why don't you just open the damn door and you can have some of it back?
But I would, Master Elf. But I would if it weren't stamped, you know. The king knows where every single gold piece ends up. And it's all
With that being
identified.
why don't the people of the city just rise up and take these houses and melt the gold down and use it for themselves?
Well, look around. Nobody's suffering other than us. Down here in this here cleft, living on these mud hills, on this cliffside. Nobody cares about us. This is the obvious place to do the fucking laundering, isn't it? Nobody will be coming looking. They expect us all to be in squalor.
Who is the government leader directly over the control and command?
Well, obviously, Lord Neverember, if you have to ask us, the man with the golden robes up in the castle, me. How could you bother to be asking us that? But here,
Well,
it's that little fuck Wim Talls, the son of a bitch. He's the one who talks to Lord Neverember and tells him what our situation is and lies through his fucking teeth about what's going on down there. And he points again up to this townhouse up on the ridge. That slimy piece of shit is the one that's fucking with us.
it's two for two, gentlemen.
But how difficult is it to acquire the materials to smelt it down and essentially just make your own gold bars?
Well, it's a lot difficult for us living here in tents on the side of a cliff. I'll tell you that.
But suppose that we come up with the materials to do such a thing.
Well, you'd have to have a forge, mate. I don't think you can walk around with such a thing.
No, I mean
Well-
certainly we would need a place to hide one.
Or have
We
it,
can't
please.
fix the overall problem. It'll just keep getting pulled back and
No,
put back
but
into
if we
these kinds
can-
of.
If we can, do a little Robin Hood good deeding, I suppose.
Aye,
Rob the rich to pay the
I think-
poor, you know.
the paladin's right.
Yeah, but I
it-
think what
At
you're not putting
at
together.
least start to distribute some of the gold where it's intended to go.
Sure, they'll just put their foot down harder, tax harder, take
Wait.
more.
You mean you talking about the roads? It's gonna go to the roads?
What are you asking me?
Worst case. I mean, worst
I
case
don't know.
scenario. we,
That's what they always talk about. They're saying they're taking your money for the roads to make them better.
I don't know what the fuck they're taking it for. They're not giving it to us, I'll tell you that. They're giving it to all the rich fucks. They're giving it to all the Black Lake motherfuckers. And maybe they're fixing their roads, sure. But out here, they don't give two shits about us.
Where we're going, we won't need roads. I think this calls for
Never mind me,
confrontation.
I'm gonna have to ask Carlos if I can, if he doesn't mind me borrowing those boots of levitation that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Might come in handy with the cleft.
Yes.
Indeed.
I mean,
All right. Well, if we ain't breaking into one of these things, then we might as well go visit that Wim Tall's retard.
Well, I'll tell you this.
That or go to the Hall of Knowledge.
The dwarf pipes up. He says, I'll tell you this. If you're going after that slimy fuck, he heads over to the Hall of Knowledge just about every night. And nobody knows why. But we see him going in there. And we raise concerns and it all goes unanswered.
Interesting. All roads lead to knowledge, I guess.
To some extent. All right, I wish you well, adventurers. Please find us justice. And he heads off.
Well, sounds like we ought to visit the hall.
Lead the way.
Oops. Sorry. I clicked that twice.
Then I magically summon a mount and no, I'm just kidding.
I've been trying to come up with a good map for Old Dude's house, and it's been a challenge because of the account thing. I can't control those characters yet.
Magnus pipes in. I get getting justice. Maybe Doodling should go get the boots that he's needing. And we wait until dusk or evening, so we're less likely to be noticed, or we can at least slip into the night if we need to, instead of trying to do it in broad daylight.
I think that's wise.
Right now.
Remy slaps Magnus on the pauldron. Hold on there. You ain't sneaking in nowhere with them things on.
And your point,
oh, there's
Doodling's going to get his boots of
Night ain't gonna
levitation,
make
so
you any less quiet. It's gonna make you less ugly.
I mean, you
don't
can,
make me drown your ass.
You can leave the sneaking to me, fellers. I got this. In the meantime, this definitely sounds like another excuse to go have another round. Kill some time.
Well, while Doodling goes and does that, why don't we go scope out what we're looking at involving ourselves with?
Yes, I agree. Let's,
Yeah, little recon. Yeah.
yeah, make a pass.
Okay.
I had to look, and I'm like, where the fuck is my brewery at?
It is a little bit hard to see. I'm sorry. The labels are not very good.
It disappears.
I didn't zoom out far enough. I didn't realize that there was a river in between the.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck is it?
It's pretty big.
I found it.
All right. So then you guys. Okay. So in order to cross the cleft, you actually have to head
As
south.
we're leaving, Remy very loudly is just saying, "All right, if nobody wants my gold, I'ma leave."
Okay, so you start to head south to cross the cleft at the bridge at the south end. As you're headed in that direction and you holler this, a gnome comes out and says, "Gold? Did someone say gold? I would like some gold. I have services to offer."
Okay, is one of them services a luring center? Because I'm looking for one to enroll my children in.
Oh, a learning center, is it? Oh, yes. I know of several of these. My name is Master Mortigominus Verdigominus. How are you, sir? It's nice to meet you. And he reaches out his hand. And you look at him for a moment, and he's clad in what used to be very noble clothing, right? Like a very flourished shirt, a coat. He has a hat with a tattered feather in it, and everything is covered in dirt. The hat is sort of bent in the wrong way. The shirt has a hole or two in it, and it all seems to have come from. There's some blood stains. It's obviously people who've died. From whatever end, and he has reclaimed these clothes in order to make himself seem more presentable. But he does not strike you as a very presentable fellow. So he says, "I know all about the Leering Centers, friend. I know exactly where to find you a very good one for your children," he says.
Oh, please point the way, because I tried talking to two of them, and they didn't want nothing to do with me.
And he looks at Magnus and Dink Abriel. "Are you also seeking the services of our fine Leering Centers here in the Cleft?"
Well, it sure the hell ain't Lucky Charms we're looking for.
Well,
Lucky Charms.
I'm certain I could help you guys so much. Just follow me right down here. And he points towards the far end of the cleft in the exact opposite direction of where you're headed.
Can I make an insight check?
Certainly.
Actually, I think I could literally check his full intent.
Okay. Yes. Do that.
30-20.
Okay. Yep. He's lying. He's not.
Is this a trap?
This is very much suspicious. It very much feels like a trap to you. Yes.
You know what? We had a fellow partner of ours that also needs some information about these luring centers. You mind if we wait for him and then we'll head on down there?
Oh, of course, friend. Of course. Why not? Everyone is
I've
welcome.
got two, and I think he's got two himself.
Oh, does he now? Well, the more the merrier. Excellent. Then I'll just wait with you then, he says.
Yeah, and Magnus goes ahead and casts command on him.
Okay, what are you commanding? Oh, goodness.
Well, let's see if he passes the roll or not.
He rolled a 14.
So it's 15.
Son of a bitch.
All right, so how do I word this? Divulge.
Well, there's certain things that you can command. You can't just make shit up.
No, divulge. It's a one-word command. So, divulge what he's got to tell the truth. He's got to spill his guts. Divulge.
Hmm. All right. So he says,
Okay, if you would prefer, I'll just say, let's go.
well, there was a list of things that you could actually command.
No, it's actually just one word. There's not a particular set.
It just has to be a one-word command.
Well, fuck. All right,
And
then fine. Divulge is fine.
I did send you a YouTube short from Tater the Bard, who makes some very, very useful D&D content. And he went over a list of the top 5 one-word commands.
Oh, they get dirty. Yeah,
Oh,
but
they're glorious. I hope Heavy gets to use one of my favorites from that list.
I'll say divulge,
All right.
followed up with, is this a trap?
Yes. It's very much a trap. I have 6 friends over yonder who are going to mug you for everything you're worth. And he says it with a big smile on his face.
I mean, that sounds kind of fun to me, boys.
Robbing the poor is never fun. It just gets you dirty and bloody, that's all.
It won't let me upload anything. This is fucking annoying.
Has enough time passed to say that Doodlig has gone and gotten the boots from Carlos and come back yet?
No, not yet.
Gentlemen, we have an area we need to scope out. We really need to keep moving so we can make it see what they're doing.
I
But
agree.
didn't he say wait, what direction are we going? Because we're going the opposite direction of where this is.
Right. We're heading to the Hall of Knowledge.
Which is where?
Okay. Oh, well. Shit.
Our D&D, our DM will take us.
Yeah, the Hall of Knowledge is on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
It's over...
Okay.
Yeah.
It's way the fuck over there. All right.
That's way the fuck over here. Yes. And then Tim Walls' house is right here. And then, yeah, this fucking gnome is trying to lure you over here. So.
I mean, look,
Left.
Wim Tall's that fucking retard's house is back that direction anyway. Maybe we just tail him late at night.
Whatever y'all want to do.
We could sit and wait at the Hall of Knowledge, or we can tail him. I know
Which
that I
will
can
still
sneak,
wind up at
despite
the
armor
Hall of
being
Knowledge
different.
and not what we're walking in, and not know what we're walking into.
Sorry, say that again.
I mean, we know what we're walking into over yonder, and that kind of sounds like fun.
Right, but we don't know if the Hall of Knowledge has guards. How many? So
True.
Tim Ball's going in there, and us seeing 60 guards. I mean,
That could screw
I
us
mean,
in the end.
that's fair.
Yeah, I say we go scope. That's our best bet. Get the reconnaissance first.
yeah, and he's
we know
going to
he
think
goes
twice
every
about,
night.
and he's going to think twice about 2 heavily armored order members being around that area of town versus skulking outside
Indeed.
the idiot's house.
Indeed. In fact, my order is right next door to it, so they're not going to question a paladin near where paladins are, so. And Magnus is a priest. He could fit in just as easily. In fact, we may be able to mingle amongst the guards and get information from them.
That's possible.
Unless you want to stay here, Remy, and tail him, and we can go and scope out.
No, this place kind of gives me the willies. I don't want to hang around here more than I have to.
The gnome says, "You and me both, Master Elf," and he turns and leaves.
Magnus is going to start making his way up to the Hall of Knowledge.
Okay. So on your guys' way to the Hall of Knowledge, Doodle intercepts you near the bridge. Here. Yeah. And I think that's a good time to call for a 5-minute break. You guys good with that?
Yeah, I just got done using the bathroom real quick, so since
My bad.
no, it's okay. I wasn't part of the sequence, so
Yeah. But now we're going to do the 5-minute break after you done took a 5-minute break.
okay.
Be right back then.
Yeah, right. Let's turn this off. Oh, goodness sakes. Thank you all so much for joining. Sorry, it's been a little bit slow. It's about to get a lot more interesting, though. Apparently. Because we're headed to the Hall of Knowledge, and there is some shit that's about to go down in there. So, we shall
Hopefully
see.
not making fun of current political corruption that's
No.
going in our
No.
own country while we're doing this.
I would never think to do such a thing. What are you talking about?
No, of course not. Chase, come here. Look what I got. Well, come here. Get up here.
Shit. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hello. Hello, sir. What are you doing?
It's okay.
What's the matter?
Survive.
Chill
Okay.
out, dude.
I do want to thank everybody for hanging out. It's good times, good stuff, great oldies. Thank you all so much for just being here, man. I know I haven't been super regular lately. I'm trying to work on that. So look for me on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the coming weeks. Hopefully I'll be able to manage that. But job's been going great. Just been eating a lot of time and fucking with my sleep schedule. So like when I do go live, it'll probably be in the morning. So I get off at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So that'll be when to expect me during the week anyway. On Saturdays, I plan on continuing this, or trying to, as best I can. We'll see how it works out. But that's good to see Nico Pluto hanging out, Jason Eager, and Abe Dinkus and Cree Dog. I see Cree Dog came in. Good shit, man. Good to see you guys.
All right, Chase is happy because he has drugs.
Catnip.
Yes.
Okay, well, it needed my fucking debit card in order to complete the purchase for the fucking renewal of the thing. So, I don't know why. I had enough credit that it was like gonna charge me $0, but whatever. So now I should be able to upload shit, I think. Let me look. Been trying to make this fucking stupid map for an hour. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. There it goes. It's working. All right, great. I gotta be. You ever try to like take a piss and then you're like, okay, now I'm done, and it's like, nope, you're not done. And you keep going, and then you're like, okay, now I'm done. It's like, nope, you're not done, and you keep going. Like this shit keeps happening to me.
Like the scene from Austin Powers where he's
Go to-
pissing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to go to a doctor there, pal.
Oh, shut up. No. It's not like the scene from Austin Powers. Okay, it just was an inordinate amount of piss that I was not expecting. Okay.
Indeed.
That's what we're calling it. Okay.
Yes. Okay. This should be good. Yeah. All right. Great.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
No, I mean, I'm working on a map in the background. Fucking. Okay. Great. So now that's working. And you know what? Now I'm realizing. You know what I'm realizing? I don't even need that fucking map. You skipped it.
After all that.
Yeah. For shit's sake. Okay, that's fine. I already have the maps of the House of Knowledge. Those are different maps. They're already there. Okay. Great. So are we back now? I'm back. Is everybody back?
I'm back. Yep, I am. Dink is.
Okay. What is this one? Okay, that's super funky. That's not that's not what I was looking for. How about this one? Okay, so what are you guys doing? You're trying to scope out the House of Knowledge at night or during the day, or it's still like early evening, I would say, like 5-6 o'clock.
Basically, we want to scope it out, check the guard count, see where the ins and outs are of the traffic. And if I have to, I can even just like hang out at my orders hall, like
Right.
BSing, only not actually BSing to watch.
This red roof building is the Hall of the Gauntlets attaché. So, yeah. So yeah, sure. Dink, you invite everybody into the Order of the Gauntlets attaché as your guest. So, and that's perfectly fine.
Enough that this is happening in the city, but literally on your order's doorstep.
Yeah, evidently I left and things went to shit, Magnus.
Sounds like a story Otis time. The same things happened with our order.
Indeed. We have to vie for some level of command in order to rectify the situation after this is all dealt with.
Well, one of the things you note as you speak to Magnus about this is that your order has a small presence in the city. You're actually sort of the guests of the administration's House of Knowledge. You don't have a permanent presence here.
Right. Main base is in Waterdeep.
Right, and there's another one in Tribor, which is where, yeah, that's where you did all of your
Hail
stuff.
from?
Yeah.
All right. So I suppose I would take them in and introduce them to some of the gauntlet, and maybe we can poke and prod and see if they know or notice anything without overstepping, right? Be very tactful with our words.
Sure. You go up to the clerk behind what appears to be a reception counter there in the very beginning of the hall, which is primarily serves as a barracks for the Brother of the Gauntlet in the city of Neverwinter. He's dressed in robes rather than armor, has a long beard, very old. You talk to him and you say, "These are my traveling companions," you know. He says, "Welcome, Brother Dink." But Brother Abriel, I suppose, would be more appropriate. Long that we've had your presence here. What brings you to the city at this point?
Well, I wish that I could say it's wonderful that I am back, but it seems that there is a lot of squalor happening in the cleft, my friend. Is something amiss, or?
Oh, but the king's resources only go so far and can only be distributed to so many. Some must suffer for the greater good of all.
I see. Did they hold some kind of meetings for the distribution of goods to the people?
The king
That's solely decided.
The king often meets with his counselors. Let's see here. So among them are Ohen Ilmar, Kimi Jimmel, and Fick Nuentes. And they bring him news from all of the surrounding districts. In charge of the cleft is Ohen Ilmar.
I also heard, as we were walking through the streets, I don't know what they were talking in reference to, but they mentioned Wim Talls. Is he one of the council, or?
He is the magistrate of the cleft. He brings the people's issues to the representative Ilmar, and she brings the issues to the king.
I see. And has the Brotherhood had any call to help in any way?
Oh, we try to stay out of politics. If we are called upon, we answer.
I see. Well, has there been any supernatural activity within the city that we've had to deal with in recent times?
We have kept our eye on the Zint here, but their presence is dwindling, thankfully. Since your escapades in Vandalin. In no small part.
Well, do you think it would be too far of me to ask the guards of the Hall of Knowledge here, right next door, if they need a hand with any level of security?
Oh, I'm sure they might be open to some sort of suggestions. However, as you see, and he points to two royal guards walking past the doorway, they seem to have security well in hand.
I see. Does the Hall of Knowledge close in the evenings so that there's rest in this sector, or?
Oh yes, for the scholars' sake, we shut the doors at sundown. Of course.
I see. Okay. Well, my friends and I here, we may need a place to sleep. Is there any room in the barracks?
Oh yes. And he looks among your party. And says there are at least half a dozen beds in the final bay at the back of our barracks here. I'll lead you there.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And he leads you through the hall. It's well anointed, well kept, not terribly damaged or stricken with any sort of remnants of the disaster, right? It seems to be well preserved. Anyway, past 1, 2, 3 bays, then a fourth one is the final one on the left corner of the building, on the ground floor, and it's completely empty. And there are 6 beds, 3 bunk beds that are scattered amongst the room, and some light storage, a desk, an armoire. You're welcome to stay as long as you like, Master Abriel.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, well, maybe we will leave some things here and go find dinner, and we will be back. Gentlemen?
Well, if you like, we have a mess hall here in the center of the building, and he points to these 2 open double doors that lead downward into a pit where there's a massive cafeteria table, and
Okay.
where everybody's fed every day.
All right, good sir. Well, give us a few moments. We'll discuss what our plans are for the evening.
Very well. And he walks off.
Okay, gentlemen, we have a base of operations right next door now.
Yes, but I mean, scoping out the area is one thing, but if we take any action, we're definitely going to have to find some way to either obscure ourselves, cloak ourselves, because Yeah, it's not going to turn out well for us if we're either caught or seen acting out or acting against them, because they are part of the problem. And the problem runs deep.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So any kind of magical shops that are around, maybe we
might
need to check them
find
out.
something.
Or
But
yes,
that
to
thought didn't come to mind when I was trying to set this up.
Okay, let's see here. You talk to the squire at the desk, and he informs you that this whole area here on this side of the river is the Protector's Enclave. And it's full of mercenaries and vigilante groups that are sort of swords for hire for the most part, or different factions throughout the Sword Coast that have established some sort of presence here. And among them are several alchemists and mages and magician shops, right? So,
Interesting. What do you think, Magnus? What are we gonna need for this adventure of ours?
not to mention armorers and weaponsmiths as well.
well, we can't buy too much. Our people will be suspicious.
Well, dude, that's local, right?
As far as I know.
Dude, like, it's a local. He may be able to get away with more appropriate placement and purchases.
Indeed.
It may look odd, you're right, if you and I come strolling in, buying all of the things for a great heist, so to speak.
Well, I'm not so much worried about the heist as in just ways to cloak ourselves from prying eyes or being recognized.
All right.
Because we can smash heads if we need to. We just don't need to be known smashing heads.
Right, we don't want it to come back that we are the ones smashing the heads, right?
Speak for
Is there...
yourselves.
Dude, look, is there any factions within Neverwinter that you've heard grumblings about that's opposed to the king and rather to the royalty and the orders and all here?
Very good question.
Well, with how much that one fat oaf does come in and you know, I swear the more that you guys ask me these questions, the more I wonder why I just don't straight up ban him from my establishment, because he does kind of seem to suck the joy and out of the atmosphere. Because of his presence, I don't get too many of the opposing people at my establishment, so perhaps I shall have to ban him from, tell him he is no longer welcome at the Sunken Norwegian.
One of the things one of the
See,
things he told you about was the
word of mouth comes up, and see who turns up.
one of the things he told you about was the Temple of Tyr here. It's a problem area for the magistrate Wimtals and for the King Neverember as well, because they tend to support the refugees and the squalor, people who are living in squalor over there, and try to help them out against the will of the state, essentially.
Maybe we should send a message to their leadership and see if they might want to partake in this.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, we lost Dink.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right, well. You can send a message or you can walk down there. It would only be about a 30-minute walk or so.
Right, but a heavily armored cleric and paladin creeping around an area that we've got a rogue that can slip in and out of, being less noticed.
Right, and being a well-known member of the community, too. Yeah.
Also local, so I wouldn't look suspicious.
Right on.
Unless I can just, be like, oh, I have some friends from out of town, and it's...
Well, that worked for Dink.
I did take some NyQuil, so I don't know how long my hourglass will hold until call it a night.
Until we get
So y'all are aware.
the snore, snooze, blue screen of death from you.
Where has our Dink gone?
Detachable dinkus.
Do, 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 do.
Detachable.
Discord just up and closed on him, he
Be a
said.
lead singer. It's not a good day to be a lead singer.
Why that?
The guy from Three Doors
Three
Down.
Doors
Who
Down.
else? Yeah, who else?
Yeah.
There is a well-known blues artist group, Microwave Dave and the Nukes. He passed away.
Good lord. Didn't the guy from Theater was Down have some kind of disease, I thought?
Yeah,
He had
cancer.
cancer.
Yeah. Oh, God, rest his soul.
Dude, whatever. All right, so I've got other family members that came down with the shit that I had, and it didn't test for COVID, any of the flus, RSV, freaking strep, nothing. And same thing with other family members in another state and city. It's looking like that's what took that one chick out from the one actress from like Home Alone and
Oh, the mom?
yeah. A sudden respiratory virus took her out.
Oh, shit, man.
Yeah, that stuff is nothing to mess with, and it's spreading.
You're not kidding, man. You almost fucking croaked on us the other week.
If people would just fucking stop eating the bats. Like, seriously.
I called it from somebody in the store. I'm pretty sure because I was out and about since the wife actually had the flu.
Yeah.
I was freaking weird.
None of this shit happens in countries where they don't eat bats.
Well, we don't eat bats either. What are you talking about?
Dude, it's happening here in the United States, and there's a lot of people passing from it.
Well, right. The exposures eventually get here, yeah.
I'm just surprised they haven't made it into something to close it back now.
Don't tell me you believe this garbage where it came from a fucking wet market across the street from a goddamn weapons research biochemical laboratory. I swear.
Kidding, dude.
I'm about to slap you upside the head. I swear. All right.
It came from a wizard, obviously. It came from a wizard, obviously. Wizard,
All right.
okay?
All right.
A few moments later.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So,
Right. So we learned that there's the Temple of Tyr down here, who does support the people living in squalor in the cleft, and is a thorn in the side of the mayor Wim Talls as well as Lord Naderhunter. So
ooh. Here.
So,
Oh.
should we have Doodling go talk to the groups that are hostile to see if they want to involve themselves in this?
well, you're also asking for some sort of disguise. Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. We need to procure disguises in a manner that doesn't skyline ourselves to the authorities. So going through people that are opposed to the government is probably our best bet. So Temple of Tyr is a good place to start. Dude,
And so,
as a
so
local,
two
should be
are
able to get in and out easier.
well, our two shiny asses is going to be drawing attention. That's the reason I was wondering if we should send Doodling, who can slip in and out of there pretty well unseen, being a scout and being local.
True. It's a good idea. A good idea. And you and I can look at some
Yes.
other markets if needed.
Who
And
had
if it
that other
comes-
sending stone?
Ereven,
Shit, never mind. Okay.
And seeing that we might, if we get the other faction involved, we might be able to emulate what they're wearing, or even get stuff from them to disguise ourselves.
I mean, do you guys not have a spare set of commoner clothing?
Sure. Sure. But if anything happens, then we will be disrobed and not ready. I would be willing to put some of my armor on the rack or cloak up in some way. Or just switch back to the chainmail I have stuffed in my sack, my bag of holding. Much easier to hide.
I mean, to be fair, we are approaching this group that is very much not in favor of the government, looking for information and quite possibly seeking an alliance. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, letting your guard down is not exactly ideal either, but
Okay.
you know,
This
I
is
would
what I'll do.
like to
I'll put
I
on.
would like to suspect for a more positive outcome than, you know, being met with hostilities when, quite honestly, I'm not much of a fan of the corruption that's going on, and it just sickens me to sit idly while I hear this fat fuck gloat in my brewery.
Right.
Well, the problem
Driving
is
away
we
from
can take the
my
fat
business.
fuck out, but if we do, they're just going to plug somebody else in.
Exactly.
As you guys are having this conversation, one of the guards of the castle Neverwinter sort of brushed past you, sort of walk in between you and bump you on your shoulder, like he's listening to what you're saying.
Well, I'm
Good
whispering.
stuff.
Well, we're out in the street.
Yeah, but we wouldn't want to be loud out in the street. See. I'm just gonna don some lighter gear, and that way I can just throw a cloak on, be nondescript, and walk around town. Plus, this armor's heavy. It's not great to walk all over the damn place in all the time.
Very well. Then you have to unequip your armor.
I'm gonna put on lighter armor that I
Before the
have.
guard walks away, can I use a cunning strike trip on him? And then he would have the guard would have to roll a dex save of 16.
Okay. He rolled a 19, dirty. So,
You bastard.
so he sees you stick your foot out and steps over it and glares at you as he walks by. Nice try.
I mean, listen, you fuck. You had the whole fucking street, and you decided to walk right through our group while we're having a conversation.
He slams.
Seems a little bit.
He's-
Seems a little dickish about that.
He slams down his halberd, drops it on the floor, and takes his gauntlets off, and approaches you and says, "You want some, you little fucking twerp? You sons of bitches sit here and conspire to insurrect against our government, our rightly elected government. Lord Never Emperor has come to..." And about that time, one of his paladin friends comes and grabs him by the shoulders and says, not today, man. Not today. Let him go. Let him go. Takes him back.
Interesting. Very, very.
He picks up his gauntlets and his halberd and walks off.
Seems funny to me.
For me.
It seems funny to me that a city guard would want to tussle with a paladin, a cleric, a scout, and a man with guns. All over bumping into us over our idle chatter.
I mean, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Does he actually know that Remmy has guns?
Probably not.
They're in holsters.
I mean,
they're
for
in
all I
holsters,
know...
but he doesn't go out of his way to hide them.
Okay.
No.
So you're open carrying.
Yeah.
He's a gunslinger. What do you think? Okay. So I change into my chainmail, put my armor on the rack in our abode, throw a heavy cloak or a cloak on, and I go nondescript into the street.
Okay.
Now,
Magnus is just
Shall
going
we be
to
off?
come over here and sit on steps and just keep an eye out on what's going on, who's coming and going. Well, y'all decide, what path to take. I'm just going to keep an eye out on everything.
okay.
Alright.
So, do we want to divide our forces for this part? We can go. Two of us can go talk to the Temple of Tyr. Two of us can do whatever other task is needed. Magnus, you watching is actually very handy because then you can kind of make mental notes of the comings and goings.
Ah, yes, and I don't think anybody's going to fuck with me here.
No, probably not.
Probably
Probably
not.
not. You're a freaking cleric of Tempest sitting on the steps of the outpost of the Hand of the Gauntlet in heavy armor with a giant warhammer. Yeah, probably not.
He's one of the most well-anointed hammers of Tempest in the city, actually.
Yeah.
See,
And plus, it's not like I'm going to be able to hide. I'm a dwarf in gleaming armor, or outside of gleaming armor, I'm still a massive dwarf. I'm not going to blend in well.
yeah. All right, Remy, you want to stay here, or you want to go with me and Doodlig to the Temple of Tyr?
I mean, might as well.
Or do you want to run your own recon?
No, he'll go with you guys.
All right.
Right arm.
So through you head down to the hammer, the Temple of Tyr, which is a poorly described god in Dungeons and Dragons ever. It is the god
Big fan.
of justice. So as you arrive, you hear some conflict going on in the hall before you walk into the building, and it's a well-anointed building and has a spire, two wings off to the side, and it's well kept. Everything in this district is well kept. Again, this appears to be one of the areas of the city that does get at least enough attention. However, not an overt amount. There's still some buildings which are torn and asunder from the eruption of Mount Hot Now. As you enter the building, you hear some sort of tussle going on. Not a fight, but people are having a heated discussion. And you hear an older man saying, "Well, those fuckers over in the Hall of Justice just don't know what the Lord Tyr would want." And he marches off towards the back of the hall. And a younger man, standing in well-anointed robes, sort of greets you as you come in, who he was talking to. And he says, "Welcome, travelers. What can the Temple of Tyr do for you today?" And he sort of bows a little bit.
Well, we come to pay you a visit.
Well,
In the name of justice, in fact.
it's fortuitous that you come to the temple instead of the Hall of Justice, where our brethren of the sister church do gather among the hammers of Tempest. We here perform more religious sanctimonies rather than judicial ones. I hope our services will be of use to you.
Well, might we talk to one of your... I don't know what we would say. Your leadership, I suppose.
And he looks over,
Say that I'm an emissary of sorts.
and he looks at your armor and he says, "Of the Brother of the Gauntlet, no doubt. We do appreciate our brothers in the Gauntlet." He looks over his shoulder towards the back where the old man had stormed off to, and he says, "Our head priest is a little indisposed at the moment. I am the adjutant priest. Perhaps I could fulfill whatever it is that you require. What are you looking for today?" "My name is Arduous. Arduous the Righteous."
That we've
Yeah, very good. Go ahead, Goodlick.
we're here to we wanted to discuss a great injustice that we have made an observation of, and perhaps we seek guidance on the matter as well. We've noticed these rather strange just popping up of these quality leering centers over in the Cleft district.
You know,
And
that has been a concern of our head priest for a long time as well. It seems money goes into the Cleft and never comes out, and never goes to the people.
notice that yes, this just at the surface level, at a bare minimum, sounds like some fraud. And after talking with some of the locals, we suspect that some of the leadership within the city to be involved.
You may be right about this. And what was your name, Master? Doodlig, was it?
Yes, I'm the owner and operator of the brewery, the Sunken Norwegian.
Oh, yeah, it's on the north side of the river.
Many
Of
of the
course.
congregation used to frequent my establishment, but then that gloating oaf has kind of, well, I've thought long and hard about it. I must permanently ban him from my establishment, as he has been just an absolute cancer of the atmosphere I try to promote. That many of your fine members of the congregation here, would seek refuge and fellowship, and with some fine food and beverage. And I do wish for their return as well, but that's not the main thing that I'm concerned about.
If only the entire city could be made whole, as the Lord never ever promised us.
Well,
Go ahead.
Well,
We have to
you
ask.
know as well as I have, for as long as I've been residing in this city, that I feel like these are empty words falling on deaf ears.
Indeed.
yes.
Well, if
Really,
individuals are
we bring
investigating
some level of justice to people. Yeah.
if you're investigating this and you're going after the corruption, then you must require a means in order to investigate it. I may just have a tool that would be perfect for that. And he goes behind the counter that's nearby and rummages around in a case. And he pulls out 4 disguise kits. And he lays them out on the countertop. He says, "These could probably do for passing you off as City Royal Guard. Although, I would ask something in return. Would you be willing?"
You
I'm
ask.
I'm open to hear offers.
Would you be willing to bring us records of the Neverwinter election from 1498? That was about 16 years ago. If you're going into the Hall of Knowledge, the records will be there. But we must have them in order to prove a theory.
Indeed.
So we've got money laundering and election fraud at stake here.
It seems we ought do that. We will find the records. That is if we survive.
Well, you know, in a past life,
Oh my gosh, I was muted that whole time. So,
no, I can.
No, you weren't. You weren't. You were good. Yeah.
okay. We'll find those records if we survive.
Well, I come from a past life where it wasn't my job to die for my country. It was my job to make the other bastards die for theirs. So,
Indeed.
I mean,
That's the motto of any good soldier.
what's another fucking regime change here, boys? You know. Oh wait, that's breaking the fourth wall because Dudley wasn't part of overthrowing Phandalin.
Wait, we gonna kidnap somebody?
Well, you know, maybe you have a psychic link with Carlos, and you just know everything that happened.
You know what? Yeah, we can just go along with that he told Dudley that yeah, what brings you to Neverwinter? Oh, we just got done overthrowing the government in Phandalin.
Oh, great. That's what our party's become. The revolutionary party who travels from city to city, overthrowing their governments and installing their own. Interesting.
Oh, shit, fair.
I'm glad I'm wearing a top hat. That's all I can say.
Oh, my goodness sakes. What am I going to say is, the elf in the rows behind the countertop is looking at you guys and saying, "We've heard of your great deeds in Phandalin, and we're so happy to have you here. We really are. We could really use some help against these corrupt bastards up in the castle. There's been so much money flown into the city that's been absolutely squandered. And there's no explanation as to where it goes or why, and the people require answers. The God of justice requires answers, and I, as his faithful steward, humbly offer these gifts in order to achieve that goal, in order to find those answers for the good people of Neverwinter. And I know I and the Lord Tyr would greatly appreciate your efforts. If you can get us those election records."
I don't see that being a problem.
All right. So he hands over the disguise kits to you. So 4 disguise kits are now in one of your inventories, or split amongst you. Then what? Dink, you'll take 2 of them, I guess, in order to give one to Magnus. Yeah, right up. So everybody, just go ahead and add a disguise kit to your inventory.
Beauty.
Do I already have? I think I might actually have one.
You as well, Magnus, just for the sake of convenience.
I do have a disguise kit in my inventory already.
Sneaky. Well, these are particular. These are for Royal Guard.
That's right. These are Royal Guard disguise kits. That will get you in and out of the Hall of Knowledge in the dark of night.
Beautiful. This sounds like this is going to be like a really dangerous mission, honestly.
I mean, it's not like these records would be under like lock and key or.
Oh no, certainly not, certainly not. No, they're just out in the open. They're right there on the shelf, man. Yeah, yeah.
Just like all the fraud. It's right there out in the open.
Exactly.
You just gotta, put the pieces together, and it's right there.
All right.
The priest of Tyr will warn you. We've tried to find them, and they're not present on the main floors of the library. We're not sure where they're at. You may have to dig a little deeper than usual.
We will do our best. I would say, pray to the Lord Tyr for us, as I will pray to Helm, that we find success.
Oh, I surely will, brother. He puts his hands together and bows his head. Well, Magnus can't perceive anything because you're still
Watching.
at the...
I'm watching what's going on. Check.
Okay.
Keep,
So-
see who's coming and going.
Well, let's see. Two Royal Guard pass you once every hour. But it appears to be a regular patrol, and there's nothing particularly unusual. At least not yet. The moon is yet low in the sky. But it is night, actually. So I should probably change the music, shouldn't I?
So I don't notice any heads of orders or anything of that note.
Not yet.
Anybody I would be behooved to remember.
Not yet. Like I say, the moon is young in the night. So
Right, but I have dark vision.
I know. I'm just saying it's just not yet very late. That's all.
The creeps haven't come out at night yet.
This is not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. Hold on.
We're all being invaded by the horrible fog of purple.
Well, it's supposed to be a night filter, and it's supposed to be a rectangle, not polygon. So the fucking game is
Sticky
just
purple haze.
sticky purple haze. Okay, but it's transparent, so I have to change the color to be transparent. I'm sorry. Hold on.
And I'm gonna have to go very soon because my shit is just absolutely weighing me down now.
And that's a little better. Okay. Night. There you go. Sorry. So, yeah.
Y'all not prepared. Just saying. Y'all not prepared.
So we have the disguise kits. And you guys think the Temple of Tyr, you think the Priest of Tyr, and start headed back north towards the House of Knowledge to rendezvous with Magnus. And you tell him we have these disguise kits now.
Well, inside probably. We go back to our room so people don't see.
Weird. So we
When they
retreat
approach
into
me,
the building.
When we approach you,
when you approach me, I basically stand up and quietly whisper to royal guards making paths. Because I don't want to say this within the confines of your order.
Just roll a d20 for me. Just a flat 20.
Boot me.
Yeah. Do 5 or better on it.
17.
Yep, that'll do. So you're able to relay that message with no one overhearing. So you guys know that there are 2 guards walking around the courtyard of the House of Knowledge every hour.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay, now we need to probably go inside and, well, okay, here's the thing. Magnus. Is Magnus's fear that we will be overheard by my order, and my order will report to the guards against us?
Well, while I was sitting out there on the steps, there's a couple of groups of trees right next to the stairway. You may want to come out of your order's hall to slip into into the disguises that you have gotten. Because walking through the hall as royal guards may draw some attention.
That's very fair. So change in the bushes. Smart.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, I guess there's just the logistics of this. Do we change early and get into the patrol rotation? Or do we wait till after full dark and come out?
Every couple hours, the royal guards come through.
Right.
My
It'd be much
question,
Yes.
Mr. Abriel, is this so being that what we're about to conduct is an act that will go against your order, is this going to be a situation where we should ask for forgiveness after the fact, or we should give them a heads up and possibly get permission first, so that way either they could back us up or stay out of our way?
So I'm going to say it this way. It's at the kindness of the Hall of Knowledge that my order has an encampment within the city. That and the government probably as well. However, my order is not linked to or beholden to the city or its guards or its government. We operate independently in order to hunt supernatural evil within the world. So if it is the case that I believe there's some level of supernatural evil happening within this city, and it is my goal to root it out, I'm doing exactly what I should be doing.
And it seems that both of our orders, at least the local chapters, may be part of the problem, because they're either playing dumb or they truly do not know what's going on.
Yeah, there's a certain level of, I don't know if they're fat and happy and being complacent because of it, or if they're in on it. So,
Because neither one of our orders seems to have known what's going on inside and outside their walls.
indeed. They only heard tell of the same things that the king awarded us for, which means the only information allowed into the city was that our band did some good things in the south. And they seemed halfway sour that we actually did those things in the first place, so this is the right course of action. And if I am expelled from the Brotherhood because of it, then that is what must be. I'll go to Waterdeep and report directly to the higher-ups there. and I can assure you that they shouldn't be under the sway of the leadership of this city.
So this could only just be a surface layer thing, and
You're right.
perhaps we could be. There's a very, very high probability we could be investigating fraud within your own organization.
You could be correct, and then in that case, I am well justified in my actions here, and maybe it would be best if we exposed it all, because I will not be part of an order that is willing to harm the people, create complete injustice in the world, and not carry out their duty to hunt evil.
That is quite the fair point, yeah.
If I have to be the lone standing paladin, then I will do so.
You may be the lone standing paladin, but you won't be alone.
Certainly
Indeed.
not alone. This is a just cause.
Indeed.
You know.
Well, gotta risk it for the biscuit, boys.
Oh, don't you fucking know, bud.
All right. Well, Remmy, do you have anything to add? Yes, no, maybe so.
Nope.
I need to bow out for the night though. Like my meds are kicking in like a weighted blanket now.
I'm actually getting
So-
tired myself too.
All right. Well, then we'll hold here. We're not going to rest. We'll pick it up at midnight on this night, next week, I guess.
All right.
We're in epic position. This is a cliffhanger right here.
It certainly is. It certainly is.
Right now, we need the video of Braveheart riding back and forth. Hold.
Exactly.
All right.
Shit's about to get hairy real quick, I think.
But then
Oh, man.
the plot takes a turn, and the next thing you know, it's the guys from Monty Python that bust in and they go, "Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition."
Right? The only thing I can say is, at the very least, Dink spent time as a bandit, and because of that, he understands the value of espionage and sneakiness
There you
and
go.
cleverness. As much as he is, lawful good, or at the very least, bordering that, he can understand the need. And has the skills, because he built those. I'm still built like a freaking, I don't know, built like a
Brick house.
very dexterous, a very dexterous paladin.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I think we're in an interesting spot, and I have a way to transition both of you, I think, Magnus and Remmy, in the upcoming sequence here. But we gotta get there. So we're very close. We're very close. Very close. So you're gonna find Wall Tim's walking into this building. He's gonna take you down a fucking twisty, windy, curvy road, and I hope I built it right. But don't judge me, okay?
Goodness.
But there's gonna be some crazy shit. Some crazy Pizzagate kind of shit going on.
It'll be a fun one.
That's right.
Beautiful.
So,
All right. Well, cheers, gentlemen. Thank you all so much. I do appreciate you.
yeah. Good times.
We gonna get some adrenochrome or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, it's going to be a mystical, powerful force, which is sort of encompassing the entire city. I'll tell you that.
See, I knew I was right.
All right,
Gotta
boys, I'll
trust
catch
the
you next week,
intuitions.
unless I talk to you sooner on Discord and whatnot. So
Sure.
All right, boys.
Rest well, brother.
later.
Cheers.
All right. Well, thanks, EOD. That was a fun one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, it always happens to me. Like I plan for shit to go a lot further than it goes, but it's okay. It's good. That means I'm well
I think
prepared.
part of it, idle conversation takes a lot of time, and so
Yeah, that's
depending
true.
on what's happening, the more space for that idle conversation, the more idle conversation will continue to happen.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what I've found anyway.
I know. I'm bad at that, but I want dominoes to tip over in a logical way, I guess.
Yep.
So I hope it's making sense so far. I think it is.
Sounds good to me. Feels like Magnus
hard to
and I are
play it.
about to topple our own orders.
It's hard to play RP when you're just murder hobos, so
That's absolutely true.
Right.
There has to be story to the story. There can't just be, oh, a thing appeared. Oh, a thing appeared. Oh, a thing appeared.
Right.
There's no investment in characters.
Hey
It's
man,
ridiculous.
I put the thing out there. You could have been a murder hobos if you wanted to. So there was a fight, but
Look, that doesn't mean it won't happen.
Hmm.
Remember, there's a reason I picked Oath of Vengeance, because it's going to take like one tipping point, and then you're going to have like a Holy Wrath Paladin just rolling through.
I know. Oh man, and IPLAT's fucking character that he's going to introduce is going to be crazy too. My goodness
one of the
sakes.
things I'll harken back about my order is don't forget, we will smack our other brothers if we have to.
Mm-hmm.
We're indiscriminate when it comes to that situation. We'll attack party members.
Well, I dare say
Our-
that the gauntlet's similar. Like, if I see something that I perceive to be outside of the scope of what we're doing, it would be completely within the realm of possibility for me to be like, okay, you're going to lose a hand today.
Right on.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of the line that's been walking with like the gnomes and everything else. Because
Mhm.
yeah, okay, we're going to pitch gnomes around. We're going to kind of bully them a little bit. But the moment that they were to attack the gnomes or the dwarves, that's unhonorable combat, and I'd literally have to turn and attack.
Unjustified.
So you're saying that you two might end up fighting each other? Is that what I mean?
That could happen.
I doubt it.
It would depend on what happened.
Hmm.
See, if the moral code of two lawful goods are
Conflict
in
with each other.
opposition,
Mhm.
but they're both still in the right and justified, but opposed, then yes, that could happen. And that does happen, right? Between different gods of the good perspective.
That's true.
It's kind of weird
like-
because in this universe, there's
Mhm.
only one god that the one I follow just dislikes, and it's like an elven god.
Mm-hmm.
he gets by with everybody else, but he's also not beholden to anybody else.
Yeah, he has a mixed relationship with several people.
I did pick Helm, by the way.
Okay, so Tempest and Helm, huh? Yeah, I don't know. They're probably not going to fight each other. not on the basic principles. There's got to be some interpersonal dynamic, I think.
Yep.
Different understandings of the way the situation is playing out. That's the only way it'll happen. Excuse me.
But then again, also Magnus is having a conflict within his own beliefs and order, so
Right.
I see him go kind of Ronin.
Well, if this continues the way that it is, I don't serve the order above the just, right? So if the order is in failure, then
Well, perhaps the Temple of Tyr might have some answers for some of the corruption, at least in the Hall of Justice and among the Hammers of Tempest.
funny thing too is like Tempest is chaotic neutral as far as a deity goes,
Right.
and Helm is lawful neutral.
Right.
So
Tempest will engage in battle for the sake of battle sooner than Helm would.
yes. That's very funny. Focuses instigating or managing battles for Tempest. For Helm, it's preventing, guarding, and defending.
Yeah.
Philosophy, let the best warrior win from Tempest, and duty above all else for Helm.
And you see, part of his conflict since the Thunder Pig, where he had to take out an innocent to save more, that's already got him walking the verge, walking the line. And now with his order deciding that they're going to either be blind or dumb to a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I know. So Tempest is a man on the edge.
Magnus is, yep.
Magnus, I'm sorry, yeah.
And mine is like, I see duty, but my duty isn't particularly to an order or I mean, yes, obviously, the Gauntlet has a mission, and that mission is super important to Dink because of his history. But as far as his deity, he has deemed that it is his mission to protect the world from that evil through guardianship, but in a vengeful way, right? He wants vengeance on all the evil for the things they've done.
Particularly against vampires. Yeah, because
so
that's
he
who
has a
killed
duty. Yeah, he has a duty to vengeance. I may be back. I've got to step away though.
Okay. I've been trying to figure out why I can't fucking select these markers on the map. And it's because of the night filter. Idiot. Okay. Sorry. What am I doing? I'm trying to mark the Temple of Tyr right here. So that I don't forget that this is the Temple of Tyr now. You'd be surprised how much shit just gets made up on the fucking fly sometimes. I mean, maybe you wouldn't, but... Here, there we go. I don't know. I do thank everybody for coming out and fucking joining, though. It's been a good time. It's been a great time fucking doing this. I don't know. I couldn't imagine it any other way, I guess. There, that's good. I want to ask everybody who's watching and still participating in the party, like, what do you think of the story? Right? Is it going well? Am I telling it well? Are we going fast enough to keep your interest? I mean, probably not at this point. It does feel like it's a little sluggish sometimes to get through some of these narrative and storytelling parts. And I'm sorry, that's been a lot of what we've been doing lately. But we're still transitioning into the second phase of the campaign, unfortunately. I probably could have done this more cleanly somehow. I'm sure of it, but live and learn, right?
Well, the rule is everything. I mean, the whole rule about it's kind of, with combat in this game is, all about plans until you get punched in the face, and that seems to be. We're going down one route, and all of a sudden, hey guys, and we get diverted.
Yeah, it happens a lot for sure. But I think that's, I think that's part of the name of the game too. You're supposed to get diverted.
Squirrel.
Indeed. It's good. I think it's going good. I hope everybody's enjoying it, man. And I definitely invite feedback of any kind. If you can't say it here, or if you're watching the VOD or whatever, definitely come in the Discord and say something D&D, say something general. We'll take it into consideration. I mean, for sure. I'm doing my best to appropriately represent Neverwinter. I think I'm doing okay. And I am playing Neverwinter Nights for reference material. So that's how I do my research. Some people like to research by like searching Google and stuff. I play video games. So that's what I do. That works.
Yeah, the ending is enjoy it.
Well, I'm nowhere near that. I think my dude's like a fucking level 3 barbarian right now. So, I haven't even made it through chapter 1 yet. But it runs like a hot knife through butter. So I do enjoy that part of it. Even though GOG told me it would run on Windows 7, it runs perfectly fine on Windows 7.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean,
well, it's the
I think I was running that game on shit, what was it? XP?
Maybe it's like an early 2000s game. But what I'm playing is the enhanced version. It's not the original release. So it's been revamped and optimized for contemporary systems, which could mean that they would require some type of Windows 10 only library, but they don't. So that's very cool. I don't know what to think about GOG telling me whether or not it's going to work on Windows 7 anymore. So if a game came out at a time when it would have worked on Windows 7, I'm going to assume that it probably still would. Also, with the Neverwinter purchase that I made, it was like the $70 version of the game that I got for $7. So it's all of the DLC, all of the expansion packs, all of that stuff is all in there, which is really cool. But one of the things that they also packaged with it was the original release, in case it doesn't work, in case the enhanced version didn't work with my system or whatever, I guess. So, or in case that's the one I wanted,
I still got all the box sets and all that sitting somewhere around here.
Yeah. It's a cool one, man. I'm enjoying it. The first chapter of Neverwinter Nights is actually pretty intriguing. You gotta be into these types of games, I guess. So, I find a lot of parallels between it's the way that it presents itself and its user interface in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. However, obviously the underlying mechanics are completely different, and there's a lot of technical achievements that Pathfinder was able to implement that didn't exist when Neverwinter Nights was made. But and it strikes me a lot of Baldur's Gate as well. Baldur's Gate seems to have been the progenitor for this style of game, but it was really good. It's not bad at all. And I didn't realize how stringent the game actually adheres to D&D tabletop rules. It does a really good job of trying to adhere to that. So I get cleave hits all the time. Like I'm taking out fucking 15, 20 enemies in a round, because I'm a barbarian with a great axe.
Yeah.
That was really cool. And I'm by myself right now, but I know that's not going to last. I'm going to need somebody with some range capabilities and some healing capabilities at some point.
You can subclass in it.
Yeah.
Or is that only server side? I don't remember. It's been so long.
No, you can definitely subclass. And the enhanced edition includes a bunch of custom classes that have been made by the community and included in the enhanced edition. So there's some crazy fucking classes that you can start with that are insane. Like a level.
My build.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say like one of them's like a level 30 rogue and like a level 3 wizard and a level 4 barbarian, and like that's your starting class. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I can't start with that. No, but just give me one of the standard ones. But
Being a ranger and oh god, what was it? I used to be able to do, elemental and also being a ranger. That was always a fun build.
nice. Yeah, I'm realizing as I encounter more and more locked chests that I need a rogue for sure, and traps. A rogue would be really helpful. Like I passed one up at one point, but I didn't have the gold. Like I had 110 gold and he wanted 250 gold for me to hire him. I was like, well, I guess I can't do that. But I'm sure money will become meaningless at some point. I keep getting money off of dead bodies all the time. It is intriguing. There's a plague in the city. It's before the eruption of Mount Hot now, I think. And there's a different king. But a lot of the fixtures of the city are still intact. So it's really interesting to sort of play through the game and see the city of Neverwinter like, 50 or 60 years before we're playing it in the game now, which is kind of cool. But...
The ending, enjoy it. That's all I'm going to say. Or, the main Neverwinter Nights campaign.
Right. One of the expansion packs that I've got is called Endless Dungeons, which I'm intrigued by. So that's like some procedurally generated dungeon shit, I'm pretty sure, which might be cool.
Oh, shit.
And same time Neverwinter came out, I was playing EverQuest Mech Warrior 4.
Oh, shit, man.
And it's like my trio.
Wolf118 over on Kick says, I get money off dead bodies all the time, too. It's a video game, Wolf. What the fuck, man? I'm trying to pay attention to my chat. Jason Eager and Nickel Pluto still hanging out over on YouTube. That's cool.
I mean, back in the day, you would be getting money for those dead bodies, too. If you weren't certain, well, if you're inclined,
Well, I mean, isn't that the whole shtick of Grand Theft Auto, right? You hire a hooker, and then you get your fun out of her, and then as she's walking away, you kill her and take your money back. That's how it goes. That's the hedonistic lifestyle, right there.
You know what's funny? I own every one of those, and I've never played them.
That's hilarious.
I've started a couple of times, and it's like a few minutes in, I'm like, yeah. Get bored quick.
Well, I don't know. I thought 3 started a paradigm where storytelling was a big part of like the single player campaign. They did a really good job with that. I thought they did a really good job with that. But the stories they're telling is about gangsters and shysters and people who do bank heists. So heisters, I guess. You have to be interested in crime stories in order to be interested in them. I thought the storytelling was always good. Rockstar does a really good job with that. But yeah, you can definitely hire a hooker and then kill her and take your money back.
And it has been janky too. But when you had your disconnection in game earlier tonight, my game was still up and there was no issue.
Abe, are you talking to us?
So my guess is right. My guess is that it has to
I
do
don't think it's
with the
talking
game,
to us.
like their servers and their connections. Right. Mine did that actually during yes. It literally went black and then was doing a loading thing, like it was, and
Wait.
and it told me hit Shift F6 or something, open a new Discord,
Yeah.
and I did that.
Okay. Sorry. Is Abe a moderator in the Discord? I don't know if he is. I don't think he is. No, he's not. Alright. I'll have to unmute him here in a minute. Jason Eager asks, is the mobile version of Neverwinter any good? I haven't tried it. I've only played the PC version, which I think is very good. I think the PC version is great. I don't know if the mobile version is worth a shit or not. Usually when they try to turn a PC game into a mobile game, it's trash. When they try to turn a mobile game into a PC game, it's trash. The interfaces do not translate very well. Wolf118 on Kick says, yep, did that more than a few times. Hell no. 6-star 1 level with the Apache will give you hours of fun. Let's see where this goes. Sure. Yes, Abe, your mic was hot. Yes. You're no longer server muted. I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
That's all right.
I saw it popped up, so I unmuted him.
Yeah,
Sweet.
right.
Thank you. All right. Let's see. Well, I think we did a fun evening, gentlemen.
I do too. I think
look forward. Yeah, I look forward to more like interplay between me and Heavy. Our characters. Is Heavy switching at some point, or are you keeping this for a while?
I'll switch at some point. I just figured with party makeup and the switch, in between sessions or campaigns, it's just best to stick with Magnus at this point until need to.
Fair.
yeah, well, I don't know if I should spoil it or not, but we know where Magnus's other character is, and it's just a different area of the city than where we're at right now. So
Well, his shop is in Black Lake, and he's south.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds like a blast to me. I can't wait to try out the Paladin setup too, because we haven't really done battle yet since.
I know. I'm itching for one too. So like,
not just battle, he has all kinds of trickery too.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to get.
Revenge.
I'm trying to corral you guys into the fucking house of knowledge. You get into the basement in there, you're gonna find some crazy weird shit going on. So.
Right. So what's funny is like I don't think everybody realizes, but like a paladin with the Oath of Vengeance has things like Hunter's Mark, Missed Steps, a bunch of things specifically for hunting people. And then he has access to like multiple smites, like a fire-based, holy-based, can summon steed, he has command like Magnus does. It's like he is a hunting dominator of things.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah. Shit, I didn't even think about that.
Put him and Magnus together, and an undead is going down, basically. Big time.
I mean, I've always saw paladins as wholly offensive and clerics as wholly defensive, especially like the war priest. Yeah, I can't wait until I get to pop a couple of spells again. It's been a little while.
Well, they're both in their own ways, right? Like, because a paladin can be a decent healer, but usually he's not geared directly for healing. Mine can heal pretty hefty, but he doesn't have a ton of it to push out like a cleric does.
Yeah, and they tend to be more single target.
Yes. Well, mine, because of the vengeance, he's got a bunch of his stuff like he's got like different oaths he can do, which will hit 3 targets. and like decrease the damage that they can put out, or he has a protection aura that me and the party will have if I use it, and we all get boosted initiative. So like, there's a whole bunch of really cool things with it. I can't heal a whole bunch of people. You're right. I might have one group heal, but I think it's really weak in comparison to what you can do.
There's always potions. You guys always forget about the damn potions. I'm pretty sure you still have half a dozen of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you need that, there's that.
Just hand them out.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, much love to you. I'm going to take off for the evening.
You too, man. Thank you for coming out. It's been a pleasure.
It always is.
Y'all definitely check out.
When we have to fight a second random dragon.
That I totally fucked up a second fucking time because I'm a fucking moron. But
No, it was funny.
The
It was
next
a funny night.
the next time we have battle, it's going to be a little bit interesting since leveling up, because now I can actually run with, since it no longer takes up a spot or a concentration, I can actually do my buff to armor class +2, spirit guardians, and spirit weapon
Yeah.
all at the same time.
Dude,
that's
that's gonna be so. That's monstrous.
It
Level
is.
7's crazy. Like, I don't think people who don't play D&D understand. Like, they've played video games where like level 7's nothing.
Yeah,
In D&D, level 7's like monstrous human, monstrous creature.
pretty much. By the time you get to level 20, you're essentially untouchable.
Yeah, you're God mode.
I got for like area. I mean, and this is one thing that I was liking about the War Priest. Like later on, okay, so area of effect. You got
Mhm.
spirit guardians, and then you also have the spiritual weapons, like weapon that can come out and make an attack. There's fire shield. There's there's another one here. So I can basically put down 3. I mean, each turn I could put down for 3 turns a layer of damage that's like around me
Shit.
that keeps ticking.
Jeez, that's amazing. All right, gents. Be blessed. I will talk to you on the other side. If you need to get a hold of me, just hit me up in Discord.
Will do. Thanks for coming
Come
by.
on more shows if you can.
I surely will, man. And y'all definitely check out Abe Dinka's channel if you haven't. I linked it in the chat there. I'll do that over on kicking the other D&D channel. So. Nope, that's the wrong thing.
Have a good one, Abe.
Thank you, Heavy. Have an awesome night. We'll see you next week if I don't see you before then.
Alrighty, see you then. And EOD, I need to speak to you not on stream, later on, okay?
All right, man. Well, seeing as we are dealing with a massive quantity of viewers in the number of 10, I reckon we'll go ahead and find somebody to raid out to. That'd be just fine. Go see who we got over here. I do appreciate everybody coming out for D&D Shenanigans Season 2, Episode 23. I can't believe we've been doing this for 23 episodes. That is crazy. That's fucking insane. But for the time being, I think what we're going to do is leave you on the cliffhanger of what's going to happen in the Temple of Knowledge when Wall Timms finally does come around.
Dude, we'll look back on like episode 135. We're all a little grayer and older and go, yeah, you remember that time?
Oh shit, I hope so, man. I really do. So stick with us. It's getting more interesting. Shit's about to heat up. Be here next week or you'll miss it. In the meantime, I'm going to send you guys over to my good friend Robert fucking Nor. He's hanging out and chewing out some stupid lefty bitch, apparently. So head over there and give him my regards. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for being here. And don't miss us next week. We need cheers. Salute.
Remember, guys, is it Saturday yet?
That is the question. All right. See you all next Saturday. Mm.